This is for three group of people. One, those who have attended the last exam and want to check answer keys and the solution, or in case if any question you got wrong, where you have got wrong, those kinds of things. Not an answer key, only a detailed explanation so that you get the idea how to solve each question. Second group of people is those who are preparing for the next year UPSC exam. As a study material, all questions will be covered in a detailed manner. And if you want theory of those questions, we have already covered it in many of our previous playlists. That also I will tell you. And the third group of people is other similar exam preparing aspirants. Okay, so that is the idea of this lecture. Invite all of your friends, definitely UPSC, all aspirants, please invite them. And after the lecture also it will be available as recording. So share the video to all your friends who are preparing for UPSC or who have appeared for last exam also. For the new people, my name is Christy Varghese. I have trained more than 2 lakh learners in the last 10 years for different competitive exams including UPSC CSAT, CSIR-NET GATE exam, CUET exam, UGC NET exam, etc. So more about me you can see here, and these are the books I have written for CSIR-NET GATE exam and Vedic maths, aptitude section, and Vedic maths or speed maths. And you can see my flashcards. Some of you may have seen my flashcards already. And this time from quantitative aptitude, many of the questions, if you have gone through that flashcard itself, you can easily do that question. I'm not saying that all questions were directly from the flashcard, no, but that theory was enough for most of the questions. I will show you that also so that you get an idea how the flashcards can also be used. And for new students, you can be part of our free resources, our website christyvarghese.in, Telegram channel, WhatsApp group, and mobile application Christy's classes. And our playlist in this channel also you can check out. If you are a UPSC aspirant, there is a dedicated playlist for UPSC CSAT. Already there is 66 videos uploaded in this. More videos will be uploaded in the future. So subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. And for other exam aspirants, there are dedicated playlists. And for recently we have completed a flashcard revision series where all topics of aptitude was covered through flashcards. The explanation of flashcards was done also. So that playlist was also available for UPSC aspirants. Comprehension, there was a separate lecture series we have conducted. And quantitative aptitude and reasoning, there was a series called UPSC CSAT in 30 minutes where all these topics were covered in every video 30 minutes to 40 minutes. So that also you can check out. Almost all the chapters, enough amount of lectures or enough amount of questions are being discussed through this free platform itself. We are planning for a full-length paid course also, more structured course also. Those of you are interested in a full-length course from me, do let me know for UPSC. For other exams, we have already launched. For GATE exam, there is a complete course. For CSIR-NET exam, there is a complete course. For other exam preparing aspirants, these courses you can already refer to. But for UPSC also, we are coming up with the paid course very soon. So these are the details of the CSIR-NET complete course and GATE complete course. Okay, so that's the intro. Okay, so let's start. Actually, the question paper I have got is set A. So this is the first question. All of you make a try, and those of you tried this question before, please mention the answer that you got, then I will explain. This time in UPSC, from quantitative aptitude, number system and percentages. These are the topics from which maximum questions were there. Permutation combination questions were not there, but number system was there, good in number, and percentage also, good number of questions were there. The percentage questions being more there, that is actually a good thing, because we have also discussed percentage in a more logical way, which will help you to solve questions faster. Okay, I'll start explaining. A certain number of men can complete a piece of work in 6k days. The taking example method, I have told many times, taking example method will help you in many questions. Let k be 1. So that is an example I can take because k is a natural number. So the simplest natural number is 1. So a certain number of men is completing in 6 days. That is the meaning of that. Na? The time required is 6 days. That certain number of men, we don't know what is that number of men. By what percent should be the number of men be increased so that the work can be completed in 5k days? As k is 1, 5k means 5 days. That means time should be reduced from 6 days to 5 days. Yeah, here if the best way to do this question is, if you know this basic idea that work done is equal to number of days or time into efficiency. Work done is equal to time into efficiency, or efficiency is equal to work done divided by time, or efficiency is inversely proportional to time. Just like we say speed is inversely proportional to time. When I taught you speed, distance, time chapter, I have told you efficiency is work done by time. It is you can create an analogy with respect to speed, distance, time itself. Speed is equal to distance by time. Same way efficiency is work done by time. So efficiency is inversely proportional to time. So now time 6 days to 5 days means what is happening to the ratio of time is time 1 by time 2 is 6 by 5. So efficiency 1 by efficiency 2 will be what? 5 by 6 obviously. As an example I am saying. That means if efficiency of that number of men is 5, now the efficiency should be 6 to make the number of days 5. That is the idea. That means from 5 efficiency you have to increase it to 6 efficiency. Then only this required condition can be satisfied. What percent should the number of men be increased? Number of men increase means efficiency is increasing because more people, more efficiency. Na? That's the idea. So the efficiency 5 should be increased to 6 efficiency. So what is the increase? Now it is a percentage question. In percentage, I have told you the different situations that can happen. These are the different situations that can occur in percentage. And in this question, what is the situation? X is how much percent greater than Y? That is the situation. Na? X is how much percent greater than Y? 30 is how much percent greater than 15. Similarly, in this case, 6 is how much percent greater than 5? To the 5, what is added to make 6? To the 5, 1 is added to make 6. So 1 by 5 is the increase. 1 by 5 fraction is equal to 20%. This, some of the things I have already told in previous classes or previous lectures on these topics. Connecting to that I am telling so that this solution can be done faster or you can do the question faster. So check out those particular videos in this YouTube channel itself. There you can learn all these things. How fraction percentage can be connected. What are the different situations. All the possible situations of percentage mainly are covered in this flashcard itself. So if you know that, you can do this question super fast. So 20% will be the answer. Or 5 becoming 6, 6 minus 5 by 5 into 100. That is a normal mathematical formula you learned in school. But this is time consuming because you are writing more steps. If you can directly analyze 5 by 6 is 1 by 5 and 20%, that will save time. Alternate mathematical way is there. But my policy is maths is a tool that is needed. Whenever it is needed only you should use it. Don't use it unnecessarily and take more time. Try to logically solve it instead of mathematically solving it all the time. So 20% is clear, I guess. Again, this is not the only way. Here the proportionality idea I have used. The other way is you can use unitary method and LCM method, which I have taught in class. Due to lack of time, I am not explaining multiple methods for the same question. So check out that. Those of you are not okay with the efficiency method, you can go for the unitary method and LCM method, which we have discussed. But that needs more step in this question because question didn't clearly say how many men or the efficiency of each man. If the question is that structure, unitary method, LCM method is better. I will show you an example of that. The next question itself, unitary method and LCM method is better here. So try this question. 30 seconds I will give you to read the question. After that I will start explaining. Eighth question in set A of UPSC GS2. Ilma, that we will discuss in upcoming classes. Tomorrow there will be a lecture where I will be discussing PYQs also. Okay, so I'll start explaining. XYZ can complete a piece of work individually in 6 hours, 8 hours and 8 hours respectively. So, here taking example or LCM method will help you. LCM method means let total work be LCM of the individual time periods or durations given. The total work be LCM of 6, 8 and 8. That is the first step. Let total work be LCM of 6, 8, 8. How to find LCM we have discussed in previous lectures. The 24 be the total work, or normally I say LCM method can be understood faster with the help of chocolates, and unitary method with the help of pizza. Check out the recent videos on work and time itself. There I have explained this in detail. So let total work be eating chocolates. That is how I normally say that. So let total work be eating 24 chocolates. X can complete it in 6 hours means 1 hour. Find the 1 hour work or unit time work. 1 hour work of X, Y, Z. You find it. X, Y and Z. X can complete in 6 hours, total 24 in number. That is 24 chocolates can be eaten in 6 hours. That way you can take the example. The 24 chocolates in 6 hours means 1 hour how many chocolates are eaten? 4. 6 into 4 is 24. Na? Or 1 by 6 into 24 mathematically speaking. 8 hours 24 chocolates can be eaten by Y. So 1 hour 3 chocolates. 8 hour itself for Z. So 1 hour 3 chocolate. That means in an hour X is eating 4 chocolate, Y 3 chocolates, Z 3 chocolates. Finally, what is the question? Minimize. Optimization it is minimizing the number of time. Minimizing the amount of time that they will take to finish the work. Minimizing means X should involve more because X is completing the work faster. X have higher efficiency. But there is a constraint also. Only one person at a time can work in each hour and nobody can work for 2 consecutive hours. Nobody can work in 2 consecutive hours means as X is needed more, we can start by X. Then next hour X cannot work. Then who can work? Y or Z. That does not make any difference because both have the same efficiency. So after X then Y. Then again X because we need to add X as much number of times so that we can minimize the time taken. X, Y, X. Again Y or Z. I am not considering Z at all because Y and Z have the same efficiency. So X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y like this you can think about. So 1 hour X 4 chocolates or 4 work can be done. Y 3 work. So 4 plus 3 7 work now. Total 24 is the work to be completed. Again X 4. So 4 plus 3 plus 4 again 3. So 4 plus 3 is a group we can say. 4 plus 3 7 plus 7. Again 4 plus 3 7. 7 7 7 is 21. 24 means one more 3 is needed. Don't say you can add a Y or Z. No. We have to minimize the time. 1 full hour is not needed actually. If you are adding X again. So again add X but don't make X work for 1 hour. Instead, X how many hours should work? 7 plus 7 plus 7, 21. 21 plus 3 is 24. For 3 work to be done by X, 1 hour is not needed because in 1 hour, X will do 4 work. That means 1 hour 4 work means 3 work to be completed. 1 by 4 into 3. 3 by 4 work. 3 by 4 hour is needed. Or you can think like this, cross multiplying you can say 1 by 4 hour, 1 work. 1 by 4 hour, 1 work. So 3 by 4 hour, 3 work. 3 by 4 hour, 3 work. Na? 3 work or 3 chocolates as examples. So 1 chocolate can be eaten in 1/4 of an hour by X. So in 2/4 of our 2 chocolates, 3/4 of our 3 chocolates. So 3 chocolates only remaining. So 3/4 of an hour is only needed. 3/4 of an hour is how many minutes? 3/4 into 60, 15 minutes. In clock problem, we have discussed about conversion of units also, which is very trivial. Sorry, not 15, 45. My mistake. 1/4 nahi, 3/4 है. So 3/4 into 60, 45 minutes होगा ना. मतलब 6 hours और 45 minutes काफी है. 6 hours, उसके बाद 45 minutes. Option C is the answer. Hope all of you understood it. Then the next question, 30 seconds. All of you try it and post the answer in the chat or in the comments. Okay, so I'll start explaining how many consecutive zeros are there at the end of the number obtained in the product 1 raised to 2 into 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 6 into 4 raised to 8 up to 25 raised to 50. If these powers were not there was a simple formula. Number of trailing zeros in p factorial. There's a simple formula or simple technique. But here unfortunately it is not p factorial. The base is factorial but the powers are different. That is why you cannot take even the common power also. If it is a common power, still there is another formula. P factorial raised to m. You just have to multiply by that common power. But here common power is also not there. That is why you have to do it by like a random expression itself, like this. In this flashcard I have given a random expression. Na? In a random expression, trailing zeros is pairs of 2 and 5 because 2 into 5 is 10 and into 10 is actually the trailing zeros or zeros in the end. Trailing zeros means zeros in the end. So kitna 10 se ye product pe? That is what the question is asking. 10s milne ke liye 2s and 5s chahiye na? And 2s will be there in every even number. 2 raised to 4, then 4 raised to 8, then 6 raised to 12, then 8 raised to 16. All these numbers have 2, plenty in number, because multiples of 2 happens every 2 number, na? In every 2 consecutive numbers. But multiples of 5 comes in every consecutive 5 numbers only. So what I am trying to say is, number of 5s in this case will definitely be less than number of 2s. So to get number of 10s, you need pairs of 2 and 5. So definitely 2 will be extra and 5 will be lesser. So you don't have to count all the 2s, you only have to count the number of 5s, because when you count the number of 5s, that itself will be the pairs of 2 and 5. Extra 2s cannot be paired with that is why only the minimum of 2 and 5, that only we need to count. As it is base is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 25, clearly 5s will be more. We have discussed this theory in the class, but now I am just briefly mentioning it. So number of 5s, finding it, that is the idea. Number of 5s. 5s will be there in all multiples of 5. Na? That means 5 raised to, 10 raised to, 15 raised to, 20 raised to and 25 raised to. 5 raised to what? If you look, 1 raised to 1 into 2, 2 raised to 2 into 2, 3 raised to 3 into 2, 4 raised to 4 into 2. So 5 raised to 5 into 2, 10, 10 raised to 10 into 2, 20, 15 raised to 15 into 2, 30, 20 raised to 20 into 2, 40, 25 raised to, it is already written, 25 into 2, 50. Now, in this, how many 5s? 5 raised to 10 itself. That means 10 5s. In this, 20 5s. Because 2 into 5 raised to 20. Na? So, 5s are only 20 in number. Here also 30 5s. Here also 40 5s. But here, be careful. 25 raised to 50 is 5 square raised to 50. Using surds and exponents, we have discussed about a raised to m the whole raised to n is a raised to m into n idea in surds and exponents. Na? So 5 raised to 2, 25 raised to 50 can be written as 5 raised to 2 raised to 50. That is 5 raised to 2 into 50, 5 raised to 100. That means 100 5s are there. Don't get confused there. 100 5s are there. So all these 5s should be added to get the total number of 5s. That is 200. That is how to solve it. Now I will tell you a shortcut also. As we are trying to find the number of 5s, when you see 25 raised to 50, that is 5 raised to 2 whole raised to 50, that is 5 raised to 100. That itself has 100 5s in it. Now there are more multiples of 5, so above 100 for sure. Elimination by analyzing options, only option above 100 is 200. That way you can save a little more time because of the nature of answer option. So hope that is clear to all of you. Then let's move on to the next question. Try the next question super fast, all of you. This question is a hybrid question. Calendar basic idea is there, but more than that, number system based question this is. On January 1st, 2023, a person saved ₹1. So January 1st, he saved 1. January 2nd, he saved 2 more than that on the previous day. 1 plus 2, 3. Third, 2 more than that of the previous day. So 1 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 2, 5. Then, and so on means then plus 2, 7. Then plus 2, 9. Then plus 2, 11 and so on. This 2 ways you can do this. You can connect this to arithmetic progression and do. That is one way. But that is not what I recommend because that takes more time. Instead, we have discussed a formula already in class. Sum of odd natural numbers. Sum of first and odd natural number. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 up to any number of odd natural number, consecutive odd natural number. First odd natural number will be n square. If you know this formula, this question can be done super fast. If you don't know this formula, you have to go for the arithmetic progression n by 2 into a plus, Tn formula, not sum of n terms. Yeah, sum of n terms formula, n by 2 into a plus l or n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d formula. But that will be time consuming. Instead, use this. And if you know that, what does that mean? 1 plus 3 is 2 square. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 3 square. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 is 4 square. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 is 5 square. So it is just squares we understood. Now, what is the final question? At the end of which date, what will be the total savings? A perfect square. At the end of each day, it will be perfect square. No doubt at all. Because the formula itself is n square. It will be perfect square. That means the only thing remaining is it should be perfect cube. That means you have to find for which n square you will get it as a cube, x cube also. A square of a number is a cube of another number also. Likewise, a number you need to find from options. Find it from options. If it is 7th January, 7 square is 49. Is it a perfect cube? Is it a cube of any number? No. Or a natural number? No. So option A wrong. 8 square, 64. It is cube of 4 cube. Na? So 64 is a perfect square and perfect cube. So 8th January is the answer. Super easy, na? If you use the right approach. Just this formula. This formula I have told many times that this is very important. At least this and this to learn this. 1 week before when we discussed the flashcard series, before the exam I have told you. Basically these 3 formula at least you should know. So that actually helped here. So then try the next question. Okay, Sonia. Yeah, that is also totally correct. That way you can do. No problem. That is a correct approach only. Okay, I'll start explaining. This question, there's a shortcut method. I'll tell you the shortcut method first. The shortcut method is this idea which I have taught with the flashcards. In school, you have already learned this. The arithmetic of even and odd number. Odd plus odd is even. Odd plus even is odd. Even plus even is even. Odd minus odd is even. This addition, subtraction, this idea will help you here. How? 222 raised to 333. Any even number raised to any power, any even number raised to any number will be even for sure, because power means into. Repeated addition is exponents, na? So 222 raised to 333 definitely will be even number. And this is odd number. We know that odd number raised to any number will be odd only. These two ideas. That means this is odd. Even plus odd is what? Even plus odd is clearly odd only. Even plus odd or odd plus even, both will be odd only. That means this sum should be odd number only. An odd number will definitely not be divisible by 2. A number which is not divisible by 2, that is odd number, na? Not divisible by 2 means this sum will not be divisible by 2. Option A says it is divisible by 2. Option C says it is divisible by 2. Option D says it is divisible by 2. These three options can readily be eliminated. Only option which says it is not divisible by 2 is option B. Option B is the answer. सबको clear है ना? इसमें ये numbers का property use करके ये sum definitely odd number होगा. Odd number 2 से divisible नहीं हो सकता. तीन options 2 से divisible था, इसलिए वो तीनों option eliminate कर सकता था. That was a simple idea. Now, if the options are not that simple, what you should do? You have to do the proper arithmetic, that is using surds and exponents itself. This surds and exponents idea only is needed. Basic surds and exponents idea, laws of exponents idea. So 222 raised to 333, you can take the 2 common outside, that is 2 into 111 raised to 333 plus 3 into 111 raised to 333, sorry, 222. This 111, if you 111 is common in both, na? Is common in both, or we can say 111 you can take outside, but here it is 333 in number, here there is 222 in number. So 111 raised to 222 you can take common outside. Whatever is inside, that does not matter. This will be 111 into 111 into 111. Na? So definitely the number is divisible by 111. 111, if you factorize it, you will get 3 and 37 as factors. So this is 3 into 37 into 222 into something, whatever be that something. That means 3 is a factor, 37 is a factor for sure, na? Because 3 into 37 raised to 222 means what? 3 raised to 222 into 37 raised to 222. That means 3 and 37 are plenty in number. If it is one time also, we say it is divisible, na? So they are 222 times. So clearly they are divisible. 3 and 37, it is divisible. Now to prove it is not divisible by 2, here you have to apply the idea that I have told you already now. I'm not repeating that idea, so try it. So 3 and 37 is divisible, but it is not divisible by 2, so option B is the answer. Super easy if you use the right approach. So then percentage, another question, mixtures and allegation question connected to percentage and connected to profit loss discount also. So try it fast, 30 seconds. Okay, I'll start explaining. Here I will take examples. Let 100 be the price of honey. Whatever be the amount of honey, let it be 100 gram. 100 gram honey cost 100 rupees. 100 gram honey cost 100 rupees. Now 100 is the cost price of the product. At the cost price itself he is selling, but he is getting a 20% gain. That means 100 rupee के जगह 100 plus 20, 120 rupee मिल रहा है. That is when we call it as a profit, na? In profit loss discount chapter I told you 100% of cost price plus X percentage of cost price will give you the selling price. 20% of 20 is 20 itself. Sorry, 20% of 100 is 20 itself. the 20 rupee extra, so 120. That means 100 rupee invested, he is getting 120 rupee. But question says that it is solved at cost price itself. Cost price itself means 100 honey, 100 rupee itself. Na? That means he have made a adulteration here. What adulteration? By mixing water. Yeah, assuming water is free of cost. Assuming water is free of cost. 100 gram honey, he is adding 20 gram water. Then only 120 gram will be there. So that 120 grams sold at 120 rupee, he can make 20% profit. So, how much percentage of water is added to the honey? 20% water should be added, because 20% is 20 gram. So 20% is the answer. That is the basic idea. So the next question, number system, another question. Here the idea needed is, we have discussed before exam also, I told you, go through this flashcard. This flashcard based 2 questions were there. Finding last digit of a number based 2 questions were there. Many videos on last digit of power we have discussed already in this channel. Those if you want, you can check it out. So here how that is helpful I will explain. What is the rightmost digit preceding the zeros? Trailing zero, one question we saw. Here trailing zeros के पहले वाला number कौन सा है? That is the question. First you can use laws of exponents idea. 30 raised to 30, I can write it as 3 into 10 the whole raised to 30, because I don't want trailing zeros. Before zero, what it is? This is 3 raised to 30 into 10 raised to 30. A into m, the whole, a into b the whole raised to m is a raised to m into b raised to m. That means this 10 raised to 30 is just zeros, 30 zeros in the end. Before that, just before that, there is a number x. Say a, b, c, d up to x. This x is what we need to find. That means 3 raised to 30 is last digit. Na? How to find last digit? Look at this example I have already shown. Cyclicity concept. Cyclicity 4 are therefore 4 numbers. 2, 3, 7, 8. Here 3 cyclicity is 3, 9, 7, 1. I'm not explaining cyclicity from the beginning. Check out my previous videos, you will understand that. 3 cyclicity is 4 means 3 raised to 30, the power 30, you divide 30 by 4 and take the remainder. Remainder is 2. Remainder 2 means second element in the power cycle. 3971 is the power cycle of 3. Second element is 9. So 9 is the answer. Those of you are totally new to these kinds of questions, this may be little tricky when you are hearing it for the first time. But once you know this flashcard or this concept in this flashcard, it will be so easy. So go through the previous videos, there you can find this theory. So anyway, 9 is the answer. Option D, 9 is the answer. Then the next question, factors idea. 30 seconds, all of you try. Okay, I'll start explaining. 421 and 427 when divided by the same number leave a remainder 1. Leave a remainder 1 means 421 by something is 1. That means 420 is a multiple of that thing. Na? 420 is some k into x. No remainder. 421 leaves a remainder 1 means 421 minus 1, 420 will not leave a remainder, or 420 is a multiple of that number x. Now 427 also same idea. 427 by x remainder is 1. So 426 will be, if this is k1, another multiple of x itself. That means 420 and 426 are common multiples of x. Least common multiple, highest common factor. This idea you learned can help here. But before that you have to factorize this. 420, 426, there is a shortcut way also, but that shortcut way needs more time to explain and convince you. That is why I will tell you the normal method itself. The shortcut method, in a detailed lecture on these topics, we will discuss that. So 420, what is the highest common factor, or what are the factors? 420 if you factorize You don't have to write this step, you have to do it in mind. But in case if any of you are not clear, yeah, your normal school day prime factorization technique you have to use. 35, sorry, 420, yeah, 35, 7. So this 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 into 7 will be the common factors. Will be the common factors, and 426, sorry, will be the factors. 426, if you factorize it, you will get it as 2, that is 213. 213 divided by 3. 213 divided by 3 will be 71. And 71 is a prime number, so it cannot be divided further. Just check everything correct. Okay, the final question is, how many numbers can be used as the divisor in order to get the same remainder 1? So 421 by 2, yeah, this is the idea. Now you got factors now, 2, 3. Here also 2 and 3 are factors. So the common factors are 2 and 3. Common factors are 2 and 3. But 2 and 3 factors, 2 into 3, 6 is also possible now. 2 into 3, 6 is also a common factor. 2 into 3, 6 is also a common factor. That means, I will explain what the question means. 421 by 2 remainder is what? 421 by 2 remainder is what? 1. 427 by 2 remainder is what? That is also 1. So that is satisfying this condition. Na? Similarly, 421 by 3. 421 is not a multiple of 3. 420 is a multiple of 3. So remainder is 1. 427 by 3 also remainder is 1. So 3 is also satisfying. Those of your confusion is how will 6 satisfy? That is satisfy because 421 by 6. 420 is a multiple of 6. 421 remainder 1. So 427 by 6 remainder 1 itself. So that is also satisfying. So 2, 3, 6 are the 3 numbers. So 3 is the answer. All of you understood? There is a shortcut method for this question. The shortcut method is like this. But as I told, that shortcut method's theory is little complicated to explain. Basically, this is the idea. In 427 minus 421 is 6 now. Now this 6's factors will be the number of divisors. 6's factors are 2, 3 and 6 now. So 3 numbers. So 3 is the answer. That is a shortcut. In this particular scenario only you can use that shortcut. Otherwise, what I told you, shortcuts normally I don't suggest much. If there is no other way, or if the longer method is so time consuming, then I will suggest shortcut methods. Because the shortcut method, the main problem is, if in the next exam, if there is a slight variation of this question, you cannot do that shortcut method. That is why the first learn the concept, then extra learn the shortcuts. So that shortcuts are possible, you can do that. If not possible, you already have something in hand to do the question with. That is the idea. Anyway, 3 will be the answer. So the next question is very similar to previous question, but it is not connected to remainder. So definitely second shortcut is not needed here. So try this question. This is a common question in most competitive exams. This type of questions were asked actually. Try this. Because if you're watching this video, if you feel this session is useful, do hit the like button. That will help YouTube to know that this video should be recommended to more people, because that is how YouTube algorithm works. And also, if possible, personally share it with your friends who are preparing for upcoming exams or who have written the last exam also and want to know the solution of these questions. Okay, so I'll explain. A can X contains 399 liters of petrol and Y contains 532 liters of diesel. They are to be bottled in bottles of equal size so that whole of petrol and diesel would be separately bottled. Whole of petrol and diesel would be separately bottled means the factors you need to find, the factors of 399 and 532, the common factors we need. Why common factors? Bottle capacity is an integer, that is why common fact, it should be factor, it cannot be a fraction. And also equal size, that is why it should be the common factor. Yeah, you can find highest common factor and then other factors also, or find all common factors. First find HCF and then find other factors. You can easily find other factors. That is a basic theory. Highest common factor of 399 and 532. We have discussed in the class how to find highest common factor, different ways. Yeah, we can go for the prime factorization way itself, because that will help us to find other factors also easily. 399 is a multiple of 3. Divisibility test will help you to identify that. That is 133 will be. 133 is not divisible by 3. It is not divisible by 5. It is divisible by 7. Because 140 is divisible by 7. So 133 is also. So 19. 19 is a prime number, so it cannot be prime factorized further. 532 again divided by 3 is possible. Sorry, 3 not possible. 2 is possible. So that is 2, 6, 6. Again 2, 133. Yeah, look at this. This same 133 we got. That means 133 is the common factor. So anyway, 133 by 7, 19. 19 is also a factor. So either you find HCF is 133, HCF is 133. So how many different bottle sizes are possible? 133 highest common factor and other common factors also. Other smaller common factors also. That means other smaller common factors you can identify from this prime factorization easily. This 7 is a common factor for both. 19 is a common factor for both. Now let me tell you one small problem that is there here. So the common factors, some of you may say 17, 7, 19 and 133. Practically, the bottle sizes can be like 7 liter, 19 liter, 133 liter. That will satisfy this. So the answer, what is it? Is it option A? No, it is not option A. These are common prime factors. But did the question say that it should be prime number bottle size only? No, it should be an integer. So 1 is also possible. Even if 1 is not a prime factor, it is a factor or a common factor. That is why finally we write here 1. But 1 is a trivial factor. That is why we don't normally say it when we write the prime factors. It's not prime number obviously. But in this case, 1 liter size bottles can totally be possible, na? Petrol, diesel can be different. 1 liter means 399 1 liter bottles, 532 1 liter bottles. That is equal size itself, and petrol bottle same size itself. That means 1 should also be considered. Don't neglect it. So option B is the answer, not option A. All of you understood? Not only highest common factor, other common factors are also needed. That's why I told you highest common factor is not enough to solve this question. Common factors are needed. That's why when in school, when I taught this chapter also, many people were asking, can you tell me where shortcut, when to use highest common factor, when to use least common multiple. There also I told some of the cases where LCM can be used, HCF can be used, but I told that it cannot be generalized, because in many cases LCM HCF is not needed. Factors or common factors are more important. That is why the concept you should focus more rather than thought tricks or by hearting tricks or memory tricks. That can help you to an extent only, but concept only can help you to solve more questions. So the next question, another number system problem. Try it, all of you. Which part, Rajan? Which part you have doubt? The previous question, what we did is we found the common factors. The common factors were 7, 19, what's the other number? 7, 19, 133 and also 1. That is why 4 common factors are possible. So 4 is the answer. Okay, we need to complete 20 questions, so I'll go a little faster. This question I will start explaining. Consider the following statements in respect of the sum s is equal to x plus y plus z, where x, y, z are distinct prime numbers, each less than 10. About prime numbers I have explained in detail in previous classes. Below 10 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7. 2, 3, 5, 7. So question is asking about this 2, 3, 5, 7. We have to apply 2, 3, 5, 7 in this x, y, z to get the sum. Distinct, so you cannot repeat it. You cannot write 2 plus 2 plus 2, 3 plus 3 plus 3, 5 plus 5 plus 5, say 7 plus 7 plus 7. That is not possible. Different prime numbers. That sum s, can the last digit or unit digit be 0? Let us trial and error. 2, 3, 5, 7. 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5, 10. 10's last digit is 0. So clearly this is possible. 2 plus 3 plus 5 is possible. 10, last digit 10, so possible. 9. 9 means if you start with the smallest possibility 2, 3, 5, it is not 9, it is 10. Now you cannot get anything below 10 by 3 number possibility, because this is the smallest 3 numbers among the 4 prime numbers that we are asked to consider. So if you take 2, 3, 7, that is more than 10. If you take 2, 5, 7, that is more than 10. If it is 3, 5, 7, that is more than 10. We need to get 9. Yeah, 19 also is possible. Some of you may say unit digit is asked. What if it is possible to be 19? 9 is also okay. 19 is also okay to be the sum. But 19, for 19, the best case is taking the largest 3 prime numbers. 3 plus 5, 8 plus 7 itself is 15 only. So 19 is impossible. Now whatever permutation combination, 3 plus 5 plus 7 maximum 15 only. So 19 is impossible to achieve. 19 is impossible means 29, 39 you don't have to worry at all. 3 number sum cannot be 29. So 3 digit sum. So definitely unit digit of s can be 9 is a wrong statement. Statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is wrong. Unit digit of s can be 5. 5. Let us see 5. Yeah, I have already told 15 is possible. Now 3 plus 5, 8 plus 7, 15. So 3 plus 5 plus 7, 15. Last digit is 5. 3 plus 5 plus 7, 15's last digit is 5. So this is possible. So 1 and 3 is possible, but 2 is not. So option C is the answer. All clear? It was simple question. Basic idea, what is prime number, which are the prime numbers, and trial and erroring was enough. Monetary problem, another question. Partnership based monetary problem. Try it fast. These flashcards are available in our mobile application Christy's classes. Those of you are new can check it out in our mobile application Christy's classes, and check the description of the video. Other free resources also we have provided, and the Telegram channel, WhatsApp group, and mobile application Christy's classes you can follow to get regular updates of our free resources and free classes, and announcements of the full-length courses also. And make sure you have subscribed the channel New Aspirants, so that you will get regular updates from this channel, because we have tried to make this channel as a reference material for UPSC exam and for other exams also. So you want to be part of this community. You are welcome, and do let others also know about this small YouTube channel. It's not like a tech platform channel or anything, because I was also part of different tech platforms before, and my videos on that platforms also you can watch now also for extra learning. But this is a gentle initiative, an individual YouTube channel, but I have tried my maximum to make it as helpful for aspirants. So do let me know what you felt about the videos of this channel also in the comment section. Okay, so let us start explaining this question. Two persons P and Q enter a business. P puts 14,000 more than Q, but P has invested for 8 months and Q has invested for 10 months. So in investment, money and time both matters, na? If you invest more money also, you should get more money back. If you invest more time also, you should get more money back, na? Because time cannot be returned, so money can only be returned. That is why if you are investing money for 1 year in a compound interest scheme and 5 year in compound interest scheme, the interest you are generating is not the same, even if the investment is same. So that is a basic logic here. That means money and time, money into time, that is the factor we need to consider. Keep that in mind. If P's share is 400 more than Q's share, this is where we know about values now out of the total profit. So initially investment, we will come back to the investment, but the profit or the return money, in the return money we know more information about. The more information we know is total profit is 2000. Total profit is 2000. Yeah, this write later. The total profit is 2000. We will write P and Q separately. P and Q separate. P's share or P's profit is 400 more than Q's share means if Q's share is 1600, sorry, Q's share is 800, 4400 more. That will be 1200 will be P share. So that 1200 plus 800 is clearly 2000. Total profit is 2000. Q's share should be to 800, so that P's share can be 400 more than that. So that will be 1200. Trial and erroring or by algebra you can get that. So 1200, 800 you understood, that is a profit. That means the profit is in the ratio 1200 by 800, that is 3 by 2. That means P's profit 3, then Q's profit should be. That means investment also same thing, na? If P's investment is 3, Q's investment should be 2. Investment with respect to money and time. We know about money. P puts 14,000 rupees more than Q. So if Q's investment is Q itself, Q is investing for how many months? 10 months. So Q into 10. The money invested is Q and time invested is 10, we can say. But P is investing for 8 months only, and that is 14,000 more than Q. That means whatever amount of Q plus 14,000, that is the investment of P for how many months? 8 months. So into 8. And this you can equate and get the answer. And this is a mathematical way. Elimination is also totally possible. Substitute option A and try this. Then you will get the answer or get the meaning of the question little more easily understandable. But luckily here first option is the answer. That is why elimination won't take much time. Otherwise it would take some time. Otherwise better is direct method if you can do that. But if you are not understanding question, elimination by substitution itself you have to devote the time on. Anyway, here this is the investment of P and this is the investment of Q. That investment ratio also should follow 3 by 2. That means Q plus 14,000 into 8. Into 8 means 8Q plus 14,000 into 8. 14 into 8 will be 80 plus 28, 108,000. 108,000 divided by Q plus 10. Sorry, Q into 10. That is 10Q is equal to 3 by 2. This you can solve to get the answer. You can get the value of Q, and from that Q plus 14,000 will be the value of P. Okay, I think I have made a mistake in this multiplication. 14 into 8, 10 into 8, 80, 4 into 8, 32 it is. 4 into 8 it is. So that is 112,000, not 108,000, 112,000. So that is 224,000. 224,000 here. Just check. Yeah, fine, I guess. Okay, so cancelling it, you will get 1, 4. Have any other calculation error? Let me just cross check once again. Please wait. Clarify. Okay, I think it was a calculation error itself. When you cancel it, you will get 16,000 itself. 16,000 you will be getting. Cross check it. Here I made a mistake in the calculation actually. It is 224 into, yeah, 210 plus 14. Yeah. Here, yeah, there is no other error. Here 224 by 14 will be 16 itself. 224 by 14 will be 16 itself. So it is 16,000. The Q value is 16,000. P value will be what? 14,000 more than that. That is 30,000. 14,000 more than that. That is 30,000. This is the direct method of doing it. But as I told, elimination is totally possible. Once you got that, the return or the profit are in the 3 by 2 ratio, then you can use the elimination technique. First 30,000, if P's capital is 30,000, P puts 14,000 more than Q means Q capital should be 16,000. Now cross check whether this pair will satisfy all the condition. What condition? P invested for 8 months, so 30,000 into 8. 30k into 8, and Q invested for 10 months, that means 16k into 10. 30k into 8 will be 240k, and this will be 16k, 160k. Whether this ratio satisfies 3 by 2, that is what you have to cross check. Yes, it is cancelling to 3 by 2. So luckily first option 30,000, so you don't have to try the same on other options. But if other option, you have to try this. But I think you think that algebraic calculation will take more time, you can do for elimination, because maybe comparing to that time this may be lesser, then you can do this. Hope all of you understood this anyway. So the basic idea is return money should be proportional to what you invested, time and money both. So try this. Next question, all of you try. Another percentage based question itself. Okay, I'll start explaining. Taking example method, which we have discussed in many previous classes, that is very helpful here also. Lower than our salary. Our salary is the base thing. So I will take, let 100 be our salary, because 100 is the easiest example to start with. Our salary is 100. Which is 20% less than our salary. What is 20% less than? Q salary is less than our salary. 20% less means 100, 20% कम किया तो 80 मिलेगा ना. 100 का 20% 20 है ना. So 20 कम किया तो 80. Now P salary is 20% less than Q salary. 80, 20% less. I have told many times this mental math technique. 10% find करके उसका double होगा 20%. This if you know, you can just look at 80 and say 10% 8, 20% 16. 80 minus 16, 64 will be P. You don't have to do X by 100 into total all the time when you want to find percent, because that is time consuming way. Just because we learned something in school, don't mean that it should be used throughout your life. The same way only you should do math or anything. So you have to unlearn and relearn many of your school math. That is what I always say. So that will help to save a lot of time. Anyway, P's value will be 64 if R's value is 100. By how much percentage is R salary more than P salary? I have told you in percentage case, these are the different situations that can arise. And here also this same situation. X is how much, this situation. X is how much percent greater than Y. X is how much percent greater than Y, that is a situation. R is how much percent greater than P. That is what the question is saying now. R is how much percent greater than P. That means 64 compared to 100, how much percent more it is. So if you don't know the shortcut or logical way, you have to do final value 100 minus initial value by initial value into 100. Solve it, you will get the answer 56.25. 56.25. That is a normal solution. But I don't recommend you to spend that much time. What I will suggest you is use options here. If you are good with mental math, 64 becoming 100 means 36 is added. 64 ka आधा, what is half of 64? I have told half is 50%, 1/4 is 25%. These ideas are clear, then it is super easy. 64 half is 32. So if 32 was added, it is becoming not 100, na? It is 96 only. So 36 is more than 32, so it is more than 50%. So this option is eliminated. Now three options, 60%, 62%. So is it 60% or above? That we can check now. 64, 32 is 50%. And 10% of 64 is 6.4. 10% is 6.4. 6.4 added. If it was 38.4 increase, that is 60% exactly. Again, this idea you can check out my percentage class. There you will learn this in detail. Those of you are watching this video as a study material or preparation material, please check out my lecture on percentages. There you can learn this percentage mental math if you are not aware of it. So 38.4 60%. So 36 is below 60%. So below 60%, above 50%. The only option is 56.25. These two options are above 60. Na? That is how you can eliminate. I believe that UPSC or any competitive exam paper setter, when the options are set, they will add something in the option so that you can eliminate it if you are able, if you are doing it smartly. If you are doing with traditional methods, elimination will not matter at all in most questions. That is why many people say these questions are taking too much time. The time was not enough to complete. That is because you are not improvising. So check out my previous lectures or check out our upcoming lectures where we will be discussing about all these things, how you can optimize the time of solving questions using the different shortcut tricks, using learning concept properly. That is even more important. Even next question also percentage based itself. Due to lack of time, I will start explaining. A number is mistakenly divided by 4. The number we don't know, I will take example 100 because finally answer is also in percentage. That means it's a comparison question. Comparison question, example, taking example is the best way. It is not necessary you have to take 100 itself as example. You can take 1 as the example or 2 as the example. Anything can be example. Or we can take instead of 100, in the last questions we have already taken 100. We will take another example. We will take 4 as the example because the number question is very much connected to 4. Na? That is why 4 may be little more easier example here. A number is mistakenly divided by 4. So if the number is 4, 4 is divided by 4, you will get 1 na? Instead of multiplying by 4. But you were actually supposed to multiply the number by 4. That means if the original number is 4, we took example. Actual product is 16, but what we are getting now is 1. Due to the mistake we did. What is the percentage change in the result due to this mistake? That means question is asking 16 is what we got, but what we were supposed to get is 1. What is the percentage change? That means 1 becoming 16, what is the percentage increase? That is what the percentage change now. Just like I told you for the previous question, x is how much percent greater than. This second situation is asked here also. So if you are not aware of the logic, you can use this formula x minus y by y into 100. That means 1 becoming 16 means 1 is the original value, but we are getting 16. So 16 minus 1 by 1 into 16 into 100. Yeah, you have to compare it with 16. Sorry. In this case, you have to compare it with 16. 16 you have to compare it with, not compare it with 1. Because question is asking percentage change in the result. So 16 minus 1, 15 by 16 into 100 means 15 by 16 into 100. Multiplying it, you will get option D as the answer. Otherwise, here also you can use mental math. If you know mental math, you can do that also. How? So, 1 second, let me just check. Yeah, you were supposed to get 16 and you are getting 1. I think in between I told it the other way around. You were supposed to get 16 because multiplication is what you are supposed to do, but you did 1. So the error is 16 minus 1, 15 error. Compared to 16, that is what we need to find now. Because you were supposed to get 16. So compared to the original value. So 15 by 16 into 100. Multiplying that, you will get 93.75. But if you know mental math, these steps can be avoided. When you get 15 and 16, you know 15 by 16. If you know that this, I told you this flashcard, try to go through this or try to learn 1 by 2 up to 1 by 11. If you know 1 by 8 is 12.5, 1 by 16 will be half of it, na? 6.25%. 1 by 16 is 6.25 means 15 by 16 will be 1 minus 1 by 16. That means 100% minus 6.25, 93.75. Again, if you are not familiar with this, leave it for the time's sake. Do the traditional math. Still you will get the answer even if it takes a little more time. So anyway, this question can be done either way. Option D will be the correct answer. The next question, percentage and Venn diagram both are there in this question. This question in panic situation, when you read, you can misread the question and may get a wrong answer. Because the question says 80% passed, 70% passed, 15% failed. So if you consider them as similar information, passed, you may get a wrong answer, or you will get a wrong answer for sure. Because they are not similar data at all. So you have to make it similar first. So English, Hindi are the two subjects. So if you draw a Venn diagram for this, the Venn diagram for what we need to draw, finally we need failed data. Na? So failed data Venn diagram you have to draw. I have discussed many times how to draw Venn diagram and this principle of inclusion and exclusion to form this union formula. So anyway, here the Venn diagram is total percentage. So total 100%. English is 80%, that is passed. So passed 80%, remaining means 20% failed. Na? 80% passed, so 20% failed. The English failed students are 20%, or this circle is 20%. 70% passed in Hindi. So Hindi passed 70%, so Hindi failed is remaining 30%. 15 failed in both subject means in the intersection region. Intersection region means this region. There should be 15% people. Now you use the union idea, principle of inclusion and exclusion. What is the percentage of students who failed in only one subject? Yeah, this 100% is not needed in this question, because here this 2 circles itself is enough actually. 2 circles itself is enough. This 20% plus this 30%, 20 plus 30, 50%. But these two together, or English and Hindi failing people total are not 50%, because this 15 is counted in both. So 20 plus 30 minus 15. 20 plus 13, okay, that will be the union. You can do either this way, 50 minus 15, 35%. That will be the union. And from the union, subtracting 15, you can get 20. But if you are not familiar with this union, intersection, these things, don't worry, don't do this. Instead, do this way. This is 20% and this is 15%, means remaining is 5%. That is easy to represent. This is 30%, this is 15%, means this is 15% remaining. That means English only failing are 5 in number, Hindi only failing are 15 in number. Question is asking sum of these two, na? Only one subject failing. Whether it is English, whether it is Hindi, both we need to consider. The 5 plus 15, 20% is the answer. You can do this union idea also, but I think that will be more complicated, especially if you are not very familiar with these concepts. Don't use union idea. Directly draw the Venn diagram. That is enough. No need of union. Don't do this. You will get the same answer itself. 35 minus 15, 20% itself. But easier way is this Venn diagram itself. So option B is the answer anyway. So do the next question. Age problem. Little time consuming question. Okay, I'll explain. A father said to his son, N years back I was as old as you are now. So there is a father, there is a son, and there is a variable called N, the number of years. So let F be the percentage of father and S be the percentage of son. F be the percentage of father, S be the percentage of son. So father is saying N years back. N years back means N years before. N years before, both were N years before or N less year old. Na? So if F and S are the percentages, F minus N and S minus N will be the ages at that time, N years before. Now what is told? N years back, I was as old as you are now. You are now means son is S years old now. N years before, age of F will be, age of the father will be S years. But age of father we know N years before it was F minus N. So F minus N and S is equal. That is what this sentence is saying. Na? The first equation F minus N is equal to S. Now one more equation you can form from the next sentence. My present age is 4 times your age N years back. Your means SS. SS ages N year back is S minus N. My present age means father's present age, that is F. That is 4 times N years back son's age. That means 4 times S minus N. Second equation. Normally in linear equation we learned that 3 variables means 3 equation is needed. And 3 equations are given also. Sum of the present age of father and son is 130. That means F plus S is 130. Third equation. These 3 equations you have to solve it. Showing how to solve it will take too much time. That's why that I'm skipping. But I will give you some more clues so that you can make the solving process faster. Because finally what is the question? What is the difference of their age? Difference means father is older than son. So F minus S is what we need to find. F minus S. If you look at this equation, F minus N is S. If you rearrange it, you can get F minus S equal to N. That means F minus S and N are equal. Question is asking difference of age. That is same as the value of N. Difference of age and value of N are equal. That means finding N value is enough to solve the question. F and S value separately finding is not needed. Now look into this equation. It will be easier to solve. Or you have to substitute 30 into this equation and cross check also. That is also a way. So here solving part I am leaving. Anyway, option A 30 will be the correct answer. Substitute 30 and see, you can get more clarity. Next question is unit conversion. I have in my flashcard set I have already given a flashcard on units. In that two of these statements are already given. One statement is not given because it was trivial. Yeah, 1000 liter is 1 meter cube. We have discussed already in that. So 1000 liter is 1 meter cube because 1 liter, or what I have written there is 1, I think with respect to centimeter I have written 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1 milliliter. This way I have written 1 centimeter cube is 1 milliliter, means 1000 milliliter is 1 liter, na? That is 1000 centimeter cube. That way you can convert it and find it. Otherwise you have to know this by heart. By heart, if you know also you can do. So these three statements are totally correct because 1 ton is 1000 kg. Ton and quintal, na? 1 quintal is 100 kg, 1 ton is 1000 kg. And 1 hectare is 10,000 meter square. That is also correct. Hectare and hectare, that is one system, and metric system is meter square, centimeter square, etc. To convert those two systems, that is these two conversions, these two ratios. So all these conversions are correct. So option D is the answer. Unit conversion based direct question was asked. So the next question, number system, one more question. Read it all of you. Okay, this I have told many times. For a random 2-digit number A, B, how to write them? 10A plus B. In school you have learned. 23 is what? 20 plus 3. Now that is 10 into 2 plus 3. That means X be a 2-digit number means let AB be the digit. So 10A plus B is the 2-digit number X. Y be another 2-digit number formed by interchanging the digits. That means AB interchange this BA. That means Y is BA, that is 10B plus A. Question says if X plus Y, that is 10A plus B plus 10B plus A, is the greatest 2-digit number. Which is the greatest 2-digit number? 99, na? Yeah, instead of saying 99, they just mentioned greatest 2-digit number. In exam hall, that is enough to confuse us, thinking that what is the greatest 2-digit number. That's why be familiar with these kinds of terms. So 10A plus B plus 10B plus A means 11A plus 11B. To take common terms, equal to 99. Cancelling by 11, you will get A plus B is equal to 9. Or as a result, you can by heart this also. So A plus B is equal to 9. That is what we have got as simplification. After simplification, what is the number of possible values of X? That means whatever possible values of A plus B are there, that many values of X also will be there, na? Because X is 10A plus B. So A plus B being 9, what all are the possibility? 1 plus 8 is 9. Yeah, taking 0 plus 9 is not okay because that is not a 2-digit number. Because 0 plus 9 means 0, 9 will be the number. That is not a 2-digit number, na? Because X is AB. 0, 9, then no. That is why 0, 9 don't consider. 1, 8 is okay. Then AB will be 1, 8, 18. 18 is a number, reverse is 81. You add 18 and 81, you will get 99 itself. Like this. So 1 plus 8 is 9. 2 plus 7, so 27 is a possibility for getting 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. That is 3 plus 6 is 9 means 36 is that number. 4 plus 5, 45 is that number. 5 plus 4, some of you may be confused. 4 and 5 written now. So 5, why you are writing 5 and 4? Because 45 and 54 are different numbers. So 54 also should be written. Or 5 and 4 should be considered. It's a different combination. 6 and 3, 9. 7 and 2, 9. 8 and 1, 9. So these are the 8 possibilities. So 8 is the number. Or the numbers are 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. Yeah, they are the multiples of 9 also. You can connect it with multiples of 9 also. Next question is so simple, trivial question. Average and basic reading of question. And some irrelevant data is given just to confuse you. I have told many times, avoid the irrelevant data. Don't think that all the data in the question will be needed. In some questions, some data are not needed at all. Or connecting them is just unnecessary time waste. So here the question says weight of 6 boys is equal to weight of 7 girls is equal to weight of 3 men is equal to weight of 4 women. We only need this 6 boys, 4 women, because question says average weight of women is 63 kg. In arithmetic mean chapter I already discussed now. What is arithmetic mean? So average weight is 63 means average into number of observation is sum of observation. So weight of 4 women together will be 4 into 63. 4 into 63, that will be 126 double 1, 252. 252 will be the weight of 4 women. That is equal to weight of 6 boys. Na? So 6 boys weight. Let 1 boy weight be B on average. On an average, weight of boys be B. So 6B is equal to 252. So B is equal to 252 by 6. Question is asking average weight of boys. That will be total weight of boys 252, because total weight of boys is equal to total weight of women. That is 252. So average weight will be sum of observation divided by number of observation. 252 divided by 6. 240 by 6 is 40. So 252 by 6 is 42. For writing 252 was not necessary. 4 into 63, then 4 and 6 can also be cancelled for further improvisation. Anyway, 42 will be the answer. This 7 girls, 3 men, don't try to fit it into the solution. That is a mistake some people do, thinking that everything in the question is needed somehow. That's a school day wrong habit we have continued. Anyway, try the next question. Clock problem. There were 2 questions on clock itself asked. I think this is the 20th question we are discussing. Sorry, 20th. 19th question I think we have discussed. Total 42 questions are there. So we will discuss 21 questions or 22 questions today, and the remaining questions the next class. Tomorrow will be the next lecture. Adjust the slide a bit so that the options are visible. Okay, I'll explain. This is a very basic theory we have discussed many times in the class itself, or with the flashcards itself. I have shown this many times. How many times the hour hand and minute hand coincide? Coincide means what? 0 degree angle. All the 0 degree angle I have listed here, and I told you 12 to 1 and 11 to 12, it's common. 11, 60 and 12 means the same itself. That means between 12 to 1, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, together only one time it is happening. All other hours exactly one time, but between 11 to, look at this diagram, then it will be clear. At 12 o'clock it is happening 1, 5 something, 2, 10, 3, 15, 16 etc. But after between 9 and 10 this one, 10 and 11 this one, 11 and 12 it is happening at 12, which was already counted. So basically speaking, we can say that between 10 and 2 means between 10 and 11 one time only. 11 and 12 if you are counting one time, don't count 12 and 1, because 12 and 1, 11 and 12 together only one time only, and 1 and 2 one time. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 times only. That is why that another extension of this concept is total number of times hands coincide is 22 times, and hands 180 is also 22 times, hands 90 is 44 times. We have discussed this before. So anyway, that theory directly was asked in this question. So those of you have listened to that theory, this question was like direct question. The next question, this also was asked in previous UPSC exam and most competitive exam. This is a common question. Calendar for the year is same for odd day concept. It is odd day concept. What is odd day? We have discussed already how to find it. And in an ordinary year, 1 odd day, leap year 2 odd day. That is a concept needed for this. So in 2025, 1 odd day because it's an ordinary year. 2026, 1 odd day, ordinary year itself. It's not a century. So not a century means last two digits being multiple of 4 will make the number a multiple of 4 by test of divisibility. So then that will be a leap year also. 2027 is an ordinary year, so 1 odd day only. 2028 is a leap year, so 2 odd day. 2029 is an ordinary year, so 1 odd day. 2030 is an ordinary year, so 1 odd day. Now check it. 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. 7 odd day. When you get a 7 or multiple of 7s, there you can stop. Next year will be the answer. This is a basic theory. Or a better way to understand this theory is take an example. Let January 1 of 2025 be randomly Monday. It may not be Monday, but I'm just randomly taking it as a Monday. Then January 1 itself of 2026 will be what? Tuesday. Because ordinary year 1 day shift or 1 odd day. Both mean same. 2027, 1 day shift, Wednesday. 2028, 27 was an ordinary year, so 1 day shift only. 28 is a leap, sorry, so it is Thursday. 28 is a leap year, but the effect will be on next year only, so Thursday 2 day shifting, Friday, Saturday. 30, Saturday 1 day shifting, Sunday. 31, 1 day shifting, Monday. So 31 Monday, this also Monday, Monday matching. That is why 2025 and 2031 calendar will match. Yeah, you have to check whether it is both ordinary years also. 2031 is already ordinary year, so no problem with that. We have discussed this theory in detail in previous lectures. So this idea was enough to solve this question. And this also we have discussed many times. Even odd idea itself again repeated. So try this, all of you. Those of you attended my full-length program for UPSC and those of you attended my online programs also, do let me know. If you are watching this video, do let me know whether the sessions, how much it helped in your exam, and that will definitely help me to be motivated and continue doing what I am doing or continue doing better work. So those of you who have attended the previous exam, do let me know how was the exam and how was the CSAT section. Yeah, exam, I'm not saying that everyone may have done perfectly as you expected. That is part and parcel of exam. Some exams we may not be able to do very well. Some exam we may be doing better than what we expected. So that all are part and parcel. But what we discussed, hope you have understood and was able to apply in exam. Many people after the exam texted me through Telegram and WhatsApp and in the groups. Thank you so much for that. Others also, if you're watching this video, like to hear from you. How was your exam? Either personally, you can DM me or in the Telegram group or WhatsApp groups that you are part of. Also, you can mention how was your CSAT section or how was the classes helpful. Okay, so this question I will explain. We have seen these kinds of questions before also. This idea of odd into odd, even into odd, even into even, this was enough to finish this question. And this can be done very easily if you look at it carefully. P, Q, R, S are distinct positive numbers. P and Q are odd. R and S are even. Let us start from here. R and S are even. Na? We know that even is there in a product. If the other number is odd or even, the product will be even. This will help you to finish this question faster. R and S are even. So here S into Q into something, na? Whatever be that something, this product will definitely be even because S is even. Whether Q is even or P is even or R is even or odd or, sorry, P is odd or R is odd or Q is odd will not matter that at all. Because as S is even, even into something, even into anything will be even. That is why even into something even, that even into something again even. So this is even. Similarly, here also S is there in a product. In a product means this also will be even for sure. This also will be even for sure. So clearly this is even. Sorry, this is even into odd or even. You don't have to worry at all. Whether Q is odd, Q square is odd, even into odd is again even. That Q minus S, whether it is odd or even, one of it only can it be possible now, because it is distinct positive integers. So into whatever it is even only. So you don't have to worry thinking about individually what is it, and wasting time is not needed actually here. In first two cases, clearly you can say these two are correct. But last case it is not easy because S is there, R is there, but that is part of a sum only. In the sum, you cannot that easily say. So you have to individually check it. Here it was part of a product, that is why it was easy. So here R is even, S is even, Q and P are odd. So write it down and now use this idea. Odd plus even, and this square is there. Into odd plus even. We know that odd plus even is odd. Or take examples to understand that. Odd plus even is odd, na? And this is odd square. Odd square is again odd itself. So odd into odd is what? Odd itself. Odd number into odd number will be odd number only, na? So this statement is also correct. All three statements are correct. So option D, 1, 2 and 3 is the correct answer. All of you understood this? That is how to do it. So we will discuss this question also in set A. This is the 40th question. So out of 80 questions, out of us 40 questions, let us complete by the 40th question so that it is easy to refer if you have question paper. So this question we have discussed many times, this formula and the question related to this. Directly a question was asked based on this. What is the angle between minute hand and hour hand when the clock shows 4:25? I have taught you the theory. Angle between h hours and m minutes is half into 60h minus 11m. Half into 60h minus 11m. So here h is 4 and m is 25. So half into 60 into h 4 minus 11 into 25. That is half into 240 minus. I taught you a sandwich technique to multiply number with 11 also. Sandwich the sum of digits in between the digits. That will save some more time, or maybe 5 seconds. That is also important. Every second is important. So 240 minus 275 is minus 35. Minus 35 modulus means negative of negative, that is positive. So 1 by 4 into 35. Sorry, not 1 by 4, 1 by 2 into 35. That is 17.5 degree will be the answer. There are other techniques also for finding the angle, but this is the easiest technique. Drawing the picture also you can do, but the time taken to draw, this will be comparatively lesser than that. This is the next question. From this question onwards, I will just start the explanation immediately after the question is shown. If you want to try the question, pause the video and try the question and then watch the solution. So what is the number of 5s used in numbering a 260 page book? So this is a common question in most competitive exam, and UPSC itself have asked this type of question 2-3 times before. Not directly like this, but indirectly this type of question. So 260 page book, that means page numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 260. Total 260 pages are there. Now, number of 5s is what the question is asking. The digit 5, how many times it is appearing. So there are two ways to do it. One way is you can count 1-digit numbers, how many 5s are there, 2-digit number, how many 5s are there, 3-digit number, how many 5s are there. But what I will suggest you is, instead of 1-digit, 2-digit, 3-digit, look at the place or positions. That is an easier method. Unit digit, how many 5s, tens digit, how many 5s, hundreds digit, how many 5s. The pages 1, 2, 3 up to 260, all of them have unit digit, na? So in the 260 unit digits, how many are 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These all have unit digit 5, na? 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 up to 95. 5, 15 up to 95. Then 105 up to 195. Then 205 up to 255. We need to reach 260. That means 10, 10 and 6. 205 up to 255. 6 numbers are there. Na? 20 up to 25. 6 numbers. That means 10 plus 10 plus 6. 26 unit digit 5s are there. Similarly, tens digit we need to count. Tens digit 5 are there for 50, 51 up to 59. 10 numbers. 150, 151 up to 159. 10 numbers. 250, 250, 251 up to 259. 10 numbers. So 10 plus 10 plus 10, 30 numbers have tens digit as 5. So 5 in tens digit are 13 number. Hundreds digit 5 means it should start from 500 onwards. So 260 page book does not have a page number called 500. So 0 hundreds digit. So total number of 5s will be 0 plus 30 plus 26, 56. Option B is the answer. So that question is clear, I guess. Next question. What is the sum of the first 28 terms in the following sequence? This question can be done easily if you identify the patterns properly. Group it properly, then it is easy. This is the first group, this is the second group, this is the third group, this is the fourth group, this is the fifth group. First group have 1 element, second group have 2 elements, third group have 3 elements, fourth group have 4 elements, fifth group have 5 elements, and so on. Sixth group have 6 elements, and so on. Now what are the elements? First group, 1 is the only element. Second group, 1 and 2 are the elements. Third group, 1, 2, 3 are the elements. It is written in jumbled up fashion 1, 3, 2. But 1, 2, 3 I am writing because that is easy to add. Anyway, you are going to add. Na? 1 plus 3 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus 3 both are same. Because addition is associative. So 1, 2, 3 is the third group. Now fourth group, 1, 4, 3, 2 means in increasing order I can write it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Na? Similarly, here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That establishes a pattern. Sixth group will have 6 elements. Which are the 6 elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now question is asking first 28 terms. This is 1 term. This is 2 terms. This is 3 terms. This is 4 terms. This is 5 terms. This is 6 term. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 6, 21. We need to reach 28 terms now. So one more set we have to write. 21 plus 7 is 28. So next 7 numbers will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The order can be different, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will be there. That means this is 7 numbers. That means this is the 28th term. Till 28th term you need to add up. You need to add up means how you can add it faster. This is 1 term, so the sum is 1 itself. This is 1 plus 2, so the sum is 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3, sum is 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, sum is 10. 10 plus 5, 15. 15 plus 6, 21. 21 plus 7, 28. So adding all these values will give you the final answer. Adding all these values, I think when you add, you will get 84. So 84 will be the answer. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 6, 10, 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 56, 56 plus 28, 84. So that is how you can solve it. And to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sum. If you want, you can use this formula. But the numbers are smaller. That is why if you don't use a formula also, you can successively add it and find it manually. So the next question, percentage question or monetary problem question we can say. Percentage mental math will help you in this question also. In previous question I have told you how to use percentage mental math. Here the best way to do this question is taking example method. I have told you different ways of doing question. I always tell to students, in a war, a good if you have different weapons in a war, it is better to win the war. No? Same thing, In an exam, if you have different approaches to do question, you have higher chance to solve questions faster and clear the exam easily. So being flexible, yeah, the weapons that you have is these 15 approaches. I have given dedicated videos on these 15 approaches. Check out the previous videos in this playlist. You will be able to learn that. So in this question, taking example method is the best method. Take examples to derive or verify the answer. So here, examples. What example we need to take? I will show you. It's a percentage question, so the best example is 100. 100 for what? Question is saying that PQR sum 3 article total is 3300. P costs 25% more than R. R costs 20% more than Q. So from Q you need to start. Q 20% more is R. That R's 25% more is P. So you have to start from Q. So let Q be 100. That is an example I am taking because percentage 100 can be calculated easily. Again, that is a random example that is not correct with respect to the original value, but we can make it right. That is a good thing. So Q is 100 means R is 20% more means, as I told in previous questions also, these different situations you should be very clear about. X is how much percent greater than Y. This is the most repeated situation. So here 20% more than 100 is R. So 100 plus 20% of 100 is 20 itself. So 120 will be R. Now P costs 25% more than R. R is 120. 25% of 120 is half of 120, which we discussed in a previous question. Half of 120 is 30. 30 added to 120 will be 150. That means if Q is 100, R is 120 and P is 150. So total will be how much? Adding all this, that is 370. That means a person buys 3 articles PQR for 3300 is what the question says. But we are getting it as 370. That is a mistake. Now we are going to correct the mistake. How? This 370 is how many times is 3330 that you need to find. Or you do 3330 divided by 370. 0 cancels. 37 into 9 is 333. So 9 it is. That means 370 is 9 times is the original value. What we got 9 times will be the original value. That means what we assumed for Q and R and P 9 times will be the original value of Q, R and P respectively. Question is only asking cost of P. So 150 into 9 will be the answer. That is 1350, option D. This is how you can do taking example method for these kinds of questions. So very easy if you do this way. Direct method is also possible, but that is time consuming. Saving time in each question is very important. So try the next question, please. Number system question. Digits and place values and basic arithmetic is needed to do this question. 30 seconds, try this question. Okay, so in this question, how you can do it? The question says, if the sum of 2-digit numbers AB and CD is the 3-digit number 1CE, AB plus CD is equal to 1CE. Just to refresh, a normal simple sum we will take, a random sum. 27 plus 48 is equal to, or 97 plus 48, let it be 97 plus 48. 7 plus 8, 15. You will put a carry over here. So 1 plus 9, 10, 10 plus 4, 14 only. 10 plus 4 is 14. And the carry over 1 will come here. Just to refresh basic arithmetic, I have shown you this. Now read this question. Question says that this is the case. What is the value of A? Here B, first here we do 7 plus 8 is 15. Similarly, B plus D is E means last digit is E. 7 plus 8 is 15, but you wrote only 5 now. Similarly, B plus D is last digit is E. But B also we don't know, D also we don't know, E also we don't know. No clues are given in the question also. So starting from this step, we will be confused. But the tens place is better actually. Tens places are better. A plus C ends in C. A plus C ends in C. After that, then there is a 1. That means the meaning is A plus C value will be 10. Not 10, sorry. 1C we can say. What is C we don't know now. What is C we don't know, but whatever C here, same C should come here. And the carryover will make 1 extra, so 1C. So, for example, look at this. If this is 4, this will be 4. When? C means this C will match with this C, na? So, 4 itself. If this is sum, this sum is 10, that will happen. 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 4, 14. So, last digit is 4. If it was 3, this will be 13. If it is 2, this will be 12. That means C value will not matter. A value matters. Only if A value is 9, 9 plus C will be 10, 1C. Whatever be the C. For example, 9B plus 3D is equal to 13E. Whatever be this BDE does not matter, but there will be a carryover here. That will make this 1 plus 9, 10 plus 3 is equal to 3 itself. Now some of you may be thinking, why can't it be something else other than 9? Let us try. If it is 8, 8B plus 3D, can it be 1, 3E? That is impossible, because even if you get a carryover 1 plus 8, 9, 9 plus 3 is 12, not 13. The C should match, na? Now some of you may be thinking, then the carryover can be 2, na? Carryover can never be 2, because when you are adding 2 digits, the maximum sum you can get is 9 plus 9, 18. 18's carryover is also 1 only. The maximum you can get only 1 as carried over. 1 means 2 plus 8 is impossible. If it is 7, 3 is needed. 2 itself is not possible. So 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or anything is not possible. So that is why we can say 9 will be the answer for A, because AB plus 1CE is equal to, CD is equal to 1CE means this A being 9 only, whatever be the C, 9C will be 1C in the tens place and hundreds place, only if this is 9, because there will be a carryover from previous step which will make 10 plus C. 10 plus C will be 10 times 10 plus 1C, that is 10C we can say, or 1C we can write it. So 9 is the answer. Little tricky, but if you use the right approach, it is doable. So the next question is also a very beautiful question. I will explain. Yeah, just make a try. Just make a try. Read the question at least. Okay, so I'll explain. 3 numbers x, y, z are selected from a set of first 7 natural numbers. What are the first 7 natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Na? Such that x greater than 2y greater than 3z. That means x value should be greater than double of y, and x value is greater than triple of z also, and double of y is greater than triple of z also. X value is greater than triple of z means, let us start from that. Z value should be so small, otherwise, for example, if z is 5, 3 times 5 is 15, na? X greater than 15 is impossible, because x is a digit from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 7 only. X can be not more than 7. So, if 3z is 15, x should be greater than 15. Greater than 7 itself is impossible. That is why minimizing the value of z is the first criteria, because z is the smallest value. So the smallest value of z is 1. Then 3z will be what? 3z will be what? 3. 2y should be greater than 3 means 2 times a number should be greater than 3. How many possibilities are there? That is the question. So 2 times 2. If y is 2, 2 times 2 means what? 4. That 4 is clearly greater than 3 times 1, 3. Na? So y is 2, z is 1. This example is satisfying the condition or inequality. Now x should be greater than this 2 times y also and 3 times z also. X to be greater than 2y and 3z means x should be more than 2y. 2y is 4. So more than 4 means minimum possibility is 5. 4 is not more than 4, so 5. So this is one set of example or one correct triplet because distinct values hona chahiye. So 5 to 1 is correct. Now x can be bigger also na, because x is not smaller than any other number. So if you increase x without changing z and y, let z and y be 1 and 2 respectively, then x can still be 6. So that 6 is still greater than 2 times 2, 4. And 6 is still greater than 1 times 3, 3. Similarly, x can be 7 also na, for the same 2 and 1 example of y and z. But above 7 it is not possible because first 7 natural number it is mentioned. Now is there any other possibility? All possibility of z being 1 we have wrote already. Okay, let us check. Okay, one more possibility is there. What if z is 1 and y can be a little more bigger number, say 3? 2 we already written all the possibility. What if y is 3? So 2y means what? 2 times 3, 6. That is greater than 3 times 1, 3. And x is greater than the 6 also. X is greater than the 6. So x can be 7. 7 is the only number greater than 6 possible according to the given condition. So that means 731 is also possible. 731 is also possible. Now if any of you are confused, why can't it be some other value of z, say 2? 2, same problem. Y should be 2y. Sorry, 2y should be greater than 3z. 3 times 2 is 6. 2y should be greater than 3z means 2y should be greater than 3z means the minimum possibility will be y being 4. Y being 4 means 2 times 4, 8 will be greater than 6. 3z 6. But what will be x then? X should be greater than 2y. Na? Y is 4 means 2y is 8. X should be greater than 8. That is impossible. That is by any value other than 1 for z is impossible. So these are the only 4 possibility. Option D, 4 triplets is the answer. That is how to do that question. Next question is also a very interesting question. The total cost of 4 oranges, 6 mangoes and 8 apples is equal to twice the total cost of 1 orange, 2 mangoes and 5 apples. So let us write it mathematically. For orange, let x be the price of 1 orange, y be the price of 1 mango, z be the price of 1 apple. 4 oranges, 6 mangoes and 8 apples means 4x plus 6y plus 8z. That is equal to, in the right hand side, twice the total of 2 times orange, that is x price, 2 mangoes, that is 2y, and 5 apple, that is 5z. So you can simplify it, opening up the brackets, 2x plus 4y plus 10z. Left hand side, 4x plus 6y plus 8z. Taking like terms together, 2x to the left side it will be 4x minus 2x, 2x. 4y to the left side it will be y. And 8z taking to the right side be 2z itself. Now 2 common, deleting the 2, you will get x by y, or dividing common by 2, x by y z is equal to x by y z equal to z. This is the simplified equation from the given data in the question. Now with respect to this, you have to analyze each options or each two of the 2 statements. Statement 2, first we will analyze total cost of 1 orange, that is z. Sorry, that is x, and 1 mango, that is y. Total cost is x plus y. That is equal to cost of 1 apple, which is z. So directly what we are getting a simplified equation of the given data is saying the second statement itself. The second statement is clearly correct. What about the first statement? Listen very carefully. Many people, when they read first, thought that first statement is something that cannot be solved because 3 variables are there and only 1 equation is there. But question is not asking what is the individual price of mango, apple or orange. Na? Question is saying total cost of 3 orange according to the x, y, z variables we took, 3x plus 5y plus 9z is equal to total cost of 4 orange, that is 4x plus 6 mango, 6y plus 8 apple. This is what we need to prove. This is what we know, the first equation. So to prove it, first we can simplify what to prove. This equality that we need to prove, if you simplify it by taking like terms together, 3x to the other side, that will be 1x, 3y to the other side, that will be 3y, and 8z to this side, because 9z is bigger, so 1z. This is 5y, 3x plus 5y. So 5y taken to the other side is 1y. That means x plus y is equal to z itself. First equation and the required statement both are saying the same thing itself. That is, x plus y is equal to z means price of one orange and price of one mango is equal to price of one apple. This statement is also saying the same thing which we derived as first equation. So first statement is also correct. So option C is the correct answer. Now the next question, number system question. There are two ways of doing this question. One way is by using laws of exponents. That I will show you first. 32 raised to 5 is 2 raised to 5 the whole raised to 5, because 32 is 2 raised to 5. Now we have discussed in laws of exponents chapter and in this flashcard, a raised to m the whole raised to n is a raised to m into n. That means 2 raised to 5 the whole raised to 5 is 2 raised to 5 into 5, that is 32 raised to 5. This 32, not that. This 5 and 5, 32 raised to 5, don't make it back to 32 raised to 5. 5 into 5 is 25, so 2 raised to 25. So this is 2 raised to 25. Now what is 2 raised? This is 2 raised to 27 itself, you can write. In between addition symbol. In both terms, 2 raised to 25 is common, na? Or 2 raised to 27 is what? 2 raised to 25 into 2 square. So 2 raised to 25 is common in both terms. So take it out. Then 1 plus 2 square 4 you will be getting. This 2 square 4. 2 raised to 25 into 1 plus 4 means 2 raised to 25 into 5. This is divisible by what? Look at that. There is an option called 10. You can get 10's divisibility checked by combining 2's and 5's. There is 2 raised to 25 means 25 2's are multiplied. Take 1 2 out of it, multiply it with 5, you will get 10 into 2 raised to 24 after taking 1 2 out of 2 raised to 25. That is 10 times 2 raised to 24. That is 10 is a factor, or it is divisible by 10. That is one way of doing it. But if you want to save a little more time, you have to apply the last digit of power concept, which we have discussed in one of the previous video also, or check out previous question also in this video. And in many previous videos, we have discussed this concept. The power cycle of 2 and 3 you can use here. If you know the power cycle of 2 and 3 and how to identify it, this is 2 ending number, 2 raised to 5 ends in 2 only. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 2 again. 2 raised to 27 is 2 raised to 24 plus 3. 24 is a multiple of 4 plus 3 means third element in the power cycle. 2, 4, 8, 6 is the power cycle. The third element will be 8. So the last digit of 32 raised to 5 is 2. Last digit of 2 raised to 27 is 8. Adding those two last digits, you will get the last digit as 0 for the sum. Last digit is 0 means number is a multiple of 10. Na? Test of divisibility of 10. If a number is divisible by 10, its last digit should be 0 only. So here we understood the last digit will be 0. So the answer will be option C. That is a second approach. Those of you are not familiar with last digit of power, I have taken a detailed video, not one, many detailed video in this channel. Search the title Last Digit of Power by Christy Varghese in Google. You can find not only the videos in this channel, the videos in other platforms that I have taught also you can find. So next question is another interesting question. Let P and Q be positive integers satisfying P less than Q and P plus Q is equal to K. What is the smallest value of K that does not determine P and Q uniquely? Smallest value among the 4 options. So let us try each option so that you will get a clarity what the question is asking also. What is the value of K? So let K be 3. If K is 3, this equation P plus Q is equal to K will become P plus Q is equal to 3. Now the question is, can you uniquely determine the values of P and Q? Uniquely means there should not be multiple answer, one single set of value for P and Q. Yes, because question says positive integers, negative numbers, fractions are not possible. Positive integers means only possibility is 1 plus 2 and 2 plus 1, they are 3. But as the question says P is less than Q, 1 plus 2 only is possible. That means P is 1 and Q is uniquely determinable. Does not determine P and Q uniquely is the question. So option A is eliminated. Same way the next minimum option is 4. P plus Q being 4. P plus Q being 4 means the possibilities are 1 plus 3 is 4. Now some of you may think 2 plus 2 is also there. No. P is strictly less than Q. Equal to Q is not possible. 1 plus 3 is the only possibility satisfying these conditions. That means P is 1 and Q is 3. You can uniquely determine it. So B option also is eliminated. Now look at option C. This is the next bigger value, next smaller value. 5. K being 5. P plus Q is equal to 5. P plus Q being 5, there are two possibilities. 1 plus 4 is 5, where P less than Q. 2 plus 3 is also 5. There also P less than Q is satisfied. That means P value, Q value, we cannot uniquely determine it. P value will be 1 or 2. Q value will be 4 or 3. That means not able to uniquely determine. The minimum possibility is 5. As 5 is already satisfying the question, I mean not uniquely determinable, you don't have to check 6 because minimum is asked na. So 5 is the answer. So now the next questions are data sufficiency question. There were about 10 data sufficiency question in this question paper. Reasoning data sufficiency will be discussed in the reasoning section, but quantitative aptitude itself, I think about 8 questions were there from data sufficiency type itself. Data sufficiency is not a different chapter, or don't consider it as a different chapter. It's a type of question which can be asked in any chapter. So here it is based on number system, data sufficiency is asked. So the basic structure of data sufficiency is like this. Two statements will be given and there will be a question. To answer the question, which all statements are necessary, that is the question. Statement 1 alone is enough, statement 2 alone is enough, both of them are enough, or both of them are not enough to complete the solution, or only one is enough. Those kinds of things will be asked. So first you have to read the basic question. What are the values of m and n, where m and n are natural numbers? Natural numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. Statement 1 says m plus n greater than m into n. That is, sum of those two natural numbers should be greater than product of those two natural numbers. If you observe, product normally is bigger than sum. Na? For example, 2 into 10, 2 plus 10. 2 into 10 is 20. 2 plus 10 is only 12. So normally product is bigger, but here sum is bigger. That means for the product to be smaller, one of the numbers should be 1 or 0 or negative numbers. But negative numbers and 0 is not possible because question says natural numbers. That is why only possibility is 1 should be a number. So that if you multiply by 1, for example, 2 into 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 into 1 is 2 only. 2 into 1, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that is greater. Na? Sum is greater because one of the number is 1. Now some of you may be thinking 1 plus 2, is it possible? No, because question says an extra condition, m greater than n. So 2 greater than 1. Okay. 3 plus 1 is greater than 3 into 1, 3. Now 3 plus 1, 4 greater than 3. 4 plus 1 greater than 4 into 1. 5 plus 1 greater than 5 into 1. And infinitely many such numbers are there. If n is 1, whatever be the m, 2 or above 2, will satisfy this condition. That means, can you determine m and n value? Like in the previous question, you have to uniquely determine it. You cannot say m can be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 up to infinity. You have to uniquely determine it. To uniquely determine it, statement 1 is not sufficient. Which of the statements are sufficient? That is the question, or look at the options. So statement 1 alone is not enough. Product of m and n are 24. Factor idea. M into n 24. What all are the possibility? 1 into 24 is 24. 2 into 12 is 24. 3 into 8 is 24. 4 into 6 is 24. And the reverse also. 6 into 4, 8 into 3, 12 into 2 and 24 into 1. That means from this you are not getting m and n value uniquely because 1, 24, 2, 12, 3, 8, 4, 6 all are possible. So statement 1 alone, statement 2 alone, both are not possible. So option B is eliminated. Can be answered by either statements alone. So now the possibility is using both the statements. Let's see whether it is solvable. So from the first statement, we understood that n should be 1. N should be 1. That means one of the numbers is 1 means only possibility for 1 is 1 into 24 or 24 into 1. N is 1 means m should be 24. Then only this will be correct. That means only possibility for m and n is m being, n into m we can write. N being 1 and m being 24. M being 24 and n being 1. So finding values of m and n is totally possible if both the statements together are used. Option C. So can be answered by using both the statements together but cannot be answered using either statements alone. Option C is the answer. Next question is a very basic question, computer based question, but all of you are already familiar with this, I guess. So question is, what is the time required to download the software? Data sufficiency. So answering the question is not necessary. What is the answer? That is not the question. Which all statements are necessary to find it? Size of the software is 12 megabytes or MB, which we say. Na? Just knowing the size, we cannot determine how much time it requires. Because if the internet speed is low, it may take 10 minutes. If the speed is fast, maybe 1 second also is not needed. So the transfer rate we need to know. Na? The statement 1 alone is not enough anyway. Transfer rate is 2.4 kilobytes per second. In 1 second, 2.4 kilobytes. 2.4 kilobytes. So for 12 megabytes, you should know there, approximately 1000 KB is 1 MB. Or 1000 kilobytes is equal to 1 MB. By converting that, you can then find how many seconds are needed. Because transfer rate is given. That size of the software is also given. By multiplying, you can easily get it. Getting the value, you don't have to waste time on that. When you see this itself, you understood that this is possible. So that is why the better choice will be can be answered using both the statements together but cannot be answered using either statement alone. Now let me tell you one small problem in this question. In this question, the question is thinking that, or the question paper setter is thinking that we are aware of kilobytes and megabytes conversion. Or if the question paper setter is thinking that is insufficient data, the conversion of units is an insufficient data, then the answer will change. But I think most probably the intention of the question is just to check whether you are able to do the data sufficiency of these statements. So that conversion thing, it is assumed that you are aware of it. That is not an assumption, then the answer of this question will change. Because you can say with both the statements it is impossible because we don't know the conversion of kilobytes and megabytes. That way you can argue. But I think in the official key, most probably option C only they will be giving us the correct answer. Anyway, if there's any doubts, you can mention in the comments. I will be happy to help. And if you feel that this session is useful, do hit the like button and do share this video to maximum people, maximum WhatsApp group, Telegram groups which are relevant for preparation. Do let others also know. I need all of your support for bringing out more quality content in the future. If more people are joining this channel, I will also be able to invest more time because I am teaching in different coaching institutes and I am running my own online classes also for different exams. Along with that, I am planning to start free initiatives and full-length program for UPSC CSAT. So do let us know if you are interested in that, and hit the like button if you are interested, and do comment on this video and express your interest if you are interested to join a full-length program for aptitude or CSAT section. I am telling this to those people who are preparing for 2025 UPSC CSAT. Okay, so next question, another odd number, even number and factor idea, both are important here. A question is given by followed by two statements 1 and 2. Consider the question and statement. What are the unique values of x and y where x, y are distinct natural number? Different natural numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. X by y is odd. From this statement, can you find the value of x and y? No, x, y, a number divided by another number being odd, there are infinitely many possibilities. Now 3 by 1 is odd, 5 by 1 is odd, 7 by 1 is odd, or 1 in the denominator is also not necessary. It can be 9 by 3 is odd. Any odd number by odd number, if it is exactly divisible, it will be odd itself. This flashcard will help you to remember this. Odd by odd is odd. In some cases, even by even can also be odd. For example, 10 by 2 is 5, odd number. But 12 by 2 is 6, even number. So even by even can be even or odd, but odd by odd always odd, even by odd always even. Odd by even you cannot divide it because odd by even will not be divisible exactly. So this idea will help you to understand. So x by y being odd does not guarantee you to find, does not help you to find x and y value directly without any other information. So statement 1 alone is not enough. Statement 2. Just like a previous question we discussed, x into y is 12 means, from that can you find x and y values? That is the question. 1 into 12 is 12. 2 into 6 is 12. 3 into 4 is 12. And the reverse also is possible. 6 into 2. Or 4 into 3 before that. 6 into 2. 12 into 1. 6 possibilities are there. In each of them, x and y values are different. So from statement 2 alone also you cannot answer it. So option B is eliminated. Question can be answered by using either statement alone is clearly wrong. Now we have to check whether both statements together will be enough to answer the question. X by y being odd means, first we will take this x into y is 12 means, and xy by to be odd, x into y is 12 means 1 into 12. Yeah, look at this. We need to divide x by y. So x should be larger and y should be smaller. So considering this 1 into 12, 2 into 6, 3 into 4, that is not a set of numbers satisfying both statements. So you only have to start from the numbers where x is greater than y. X is greater than y means 4 into 3 is 12 according to statement 2. 6 into 2 is 12. 12 into 1 is 12. These three cases only. These three cases means xy value will be 4, 3, 6, 2 and 12, 1. In these three cases, when all you will get x by y as odd. When all you will get x by y as odd. 4 by 3 is not odd. 4 by 3 is a fraction, so not divisible at all. 6 by 2 is 3. 6 by 2 is 3. That is odd, possible. 12 by 1 is what? 12. That is even. That means the only case where you get odd number in the cases of x into y is 12 is 6 by 2 is 3. That is 6 and 2. So you can determine x and y values as 6 and 2. So you can uniquely determine they are distinct natural numbers also. So both statements together you can answer the question. Option C, question can be answered using both the statements together but cannot be answered using either statement alone. So this question is a very interesting question. A certain amount was distributed among x, y, z. Question is, who received the least amount? So which among the values x, y, z is smallest? That is the question. So for that, statement 1 says x received 4/5 of what y and z together received. That means x value is 4 by 5 of y plus z value. And statement 2 says y is equal to 2 by 7th of x plus z value. So when you look at these two equations, you will feel like solving these three variable value is impossible. Yeah, solving exactly is impossible, but finding least amount is possible if you use these two statements together. I will show you how. If you look at it, here there is x, here there is y, here there is z. Here there is y, here there is x, here there is z. That means in both the equation, x, y, z terms are there. X, y, z terms are there. So if I just cross multiply this in both equations, I will get x by y plus z is equal to 4 by 5. and y by x plus z is equal to 2 by 7. Now this is a ratio. Na? X is to y plus z, ratio is 4 is to 5. Y is to x plus z, the ratio is 2 is to 7. That means if x value is 4, y value is y plus z value is 5. And if y value is 2, x plus z value is 7. Now x and y plus z together, here what is the value? 4 plus 5, 9. Na? X plus y plus z, in the first equation it is 9. X plus y plus z means we are not taking numerator and denominator adding. I am saying in this case, if the meaning of ratio is, if numerator is this much, denominator will be this much. Like if I say the boys and girls in this class is 1 is to 2 means 1 boy, 2 girls, 2 boy, 4 girls, 10 boy, 20 girls. Similarly, if x is 4, y plus z should be 5, and if y is 2, x plus z should be 7. That means 4 plus 5, 9. Out of that, x is 4. And here also 2 plus 7, 9. Out of that, y is 2. That means in the second equation also y plus x plus z means x plus y plus z is equal itself. That is 9 itself. As both cases it is 9, we can consider that x plus y plus z will be 9. The sum of these three will be 9. Sum of these three amounts will be 9. If sum of those three amounts is 9, what we can say? X will be 4 in that. According to that, x will be 4. And y will be 2 in that. From the second equation numerator, y is 2 in that. So then what we can say about z? Because x plus y plus z is 9. So 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3 is only 9. So z is 3. Now this is just a set of example we can say. If total is 9, if x plus y plus z total is 9, x should be 4, y should be 2 and z should be 3. Those of you are not convinced about this, substitute this into two equations, then you will get more clarity. If x is 4 by y plus z. Y plus z is 2 plus 3, 5. That is 4 by 5 ratio. And y is 2. Y we have taken 2. X plus z will be what? 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. So 2 by 7 itself. So that is satisfying both the ratios. Na? That means this set of values is totally okay. So comparing it, we can say that y is the least value. The least amount is y. Again, as I told us, it's an example. If you want to generalize it, you can say this is 4k, this is 2k, this is 3k. For any value of k, which is smallest, which is largest will not change. Y will be the smallest, x should be the largest because it is 4k, and z should be the middle. 4, 2, 3. If it is double, 8, 4, 6. That's why you cannot uniquely determine xyz value, but you can say the comparison easily. That is why both statements together are needed to do that. Question can be answered using both the statements together, but cannot be answered using either statement alone. Next data sufficiency problem from arithmetic mean or average chapter. Question is, if the average marks of a class is 60, average marks means arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is what we have discussed already, or in school you have learned it. Sum of observation divided by number of observation. That means whatever be the number of observation, arithmetic mean we can calculate. So here only arithmetic mean is given as 60. From that, can you find the number of observation? That is a question. Yeah, you can find it if sum of observations were there. Like if the sum was 60, 60 by 1 is 60. So one person only. But if the sum is 120, sum of observation is 120. So 2 people should be there to get 60. If it is 180, 3 people. So just by this question, you cannot answer it. You need extra information. Statement 1 information, let us check if that is enough or not. Highest mark in the class is 70, lowest mark is 50. And the average is 60. So one set of example is 50, 60, 70. In that case, average is 60. So 3 people only are there. You can find the number of people there. But we don't know whether 3 people only are there. What if 2 more 60s are there? Till the average is 60 itself. You can check it. Because 50 is 10 less than 60, 70 is 10 more than 60. This concept is called deviation approach. In the detailed lecture on arithmetic mean or average, Those of you who are new, check out our complete playlist on UPSC CSAT. All these topics are covered in that playlist. We have taken a lecture series called UPSC CSAT in 30 minutes, where each topic of UPSC CSAT quant and reasoning were covered in a duration of 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And comprehension, a separate 5 lecture video series also we have conducted, and we are planning to upload more video content. Do let me know which kind of videos you want in the future from this channel for UPSC CSAT. So this deviation approach, if you know, you can easily find it. That finding part is not needed. But what I am just saying is, if it is 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, 7 people, any number of people also, this can be made correct. I mean this statement 1. So from statement 1 alone, we cannot say what will be the unique number for the number of students in the class. So statement 1 alone is not enough. Now statement 2, in exclusion of highest and lowest marks from the class. What if all the marks are 60? If you use statement 2 alone, all the marks are 60. Highest mark is also 60, lowest mark is also 60. Removing that once will not change the average. In that case, from that information, can you find the number of students? No. If you add one more 60 also, the situation was same. Or all values being 60 is also not necessary. For example, if you combine statement 1 and statement 2, statement 1 says that lowest mark is 50 and largest mark is 70. Think that other values are 260s are there. 260s I am taking for convenience an easy example. In this case, average is 60, and if you remove 50 and 70, average is not going to change because the remaining average is 60 plus 60 by 2. That information, does that guarantee number of students? No, because if you add one more 60 also, number of students will change, but this statement 1 and statement 2 will still hold. That means even if you consider statement 1 and statement 2 to be correct or consider it, from that you cannot conclude the number of students because number of students will vary. If you know the sum of observation, you can find, but just by this information you cannot find. So the answer is, the question cannot be answered even by using both the statements together. So next question, prime number based question. This exam 3 questions were there directly or indirectly connected to prime numbers. That is why in the flashcards also I have given before or just before exam, in the flashcard analysis series also, I have told you to go through this flashcard of prime numbers. Because if you are flexible with prime numbers, these questions can be done faster. Especially I told you, some smaller prime numbers, at least try to learn them. So here also that is needed. There are 3 distinct means different prime numbers whose sum is a prime number. 3 prime number sum is a prime number. Just to give you a clarity, one example is 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 11. 8 plus 11 is 19. 3, 5, 11 are prime numbers, sum is 19. Just to give you an example. What are those 3 numbers? 3, 5, 11 is a possibility, but is it the only possibility? No. There are infinitely many possibilities. That means, what the question is asking, what is that 3 numbers to identify which all statements are needed? That is the question. Let us check statement 1. Sum is less than 23. Is it needed or is it sufficient to answer? Sum is 23 means, sum is less than 23. So that is where you have to start from the beginning. If you take 2 as one of the prime number, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10. That is an even number because 2 is even plus odd is odd plus odd is again even. But even number cannot be prime number, except 2. That is why 2 being part of it is not possible at all. So start from 3 now. 3, 5, 7. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. Not a prime number. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 11, 19. That is a prime number. We have discussed now. 3, 5, 11 is a possibility satisfying this condition. Now 3 plus 5 plus 13. 21, not a prime. 21 is not a prime because 3 is a multiple. 3 is a factor. 3 plus 5 plus 17. 3 plus 5 plus 17 is what? 8 plus 17. 8 plus 17 is 25. But as the question says their sum is less than 23, from this information we can say below 23 to be the sum, only possibility is 3, 5, 11. 19 will be the sum. All other sum will be above above 23 or 23 or above. 23 is also possible, but below 23, only possibility is this. That means statement 1 alone is enough to answer the question. Statement 1 alone. Now what about statement 2? One of the numbers is 5. That means 5 involved a triplet. How many are possible? We have to check. Is it only 1? That means statement 2 alone is also enough. 5 involved a triplet. Already 3, 5, 11 is a 5 involved a triplet. Na? 5 involved a triplet. So let us start 5, 7. 5, 7, 12. 12 plus 11 is 23. Na? So that is also prime. 5, 7, 11. 12 plus 11, 23. 23 is a prime. So that is also satisfying. That means 5 involved, there are 2 possibility already. Maybe more also. But minimum 2 means you cannot uniquely determine it with statement 2 only. Combining with statement 1 you can do it. But statement 2 alone is not enough to find the 3 numbers uniquely. Because you can get 3, 5, 11 also, 5, 7, 11 also, maybe more also. Because there is no limit. Numbers can go till when. That is why statement 2 alone is not enough. Statement 1 alone is enough. So which is the best choice? Question can be answered by using one statement alone, but cannot be answered using other statement alone. That means question can be answered using statement 1 alone, but cannot be answered using statement 2 alone. That is the idea. So next question, next data sufficiency problem is this. Question is x plus y an integer? To identify the sum of two numbers is an integer. Statement 1, 2 times the first number plus second number being integer, is it enough? Or when 2 times a number plus another number is an integer, does that guarantee that the sum of numbers is also integer? No, because 2 times half plus 1 is 2 times half is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. That is an integer. But x is half and y is 1. Half plus 1 is 1 and half. That is not an integer. Yeah, if it is not an integer also you can answer the question. Answer the question as no as the answer. But that is also not consistent. Because instead of half and 1, if you take 1 and 1, if x and y is 1 and 1, 2 into 1 plus 1 is 3. In that case, 1 plus 1 is 2. That is an integer. So x plus y can be integer also, can not be integer also, according to the x and y that you are considering. That is why this is not enough. I mean statement 1 is not enough. Same problem with statement 2 also. Statement 1 and statement 2 are actually identical itself. 2x plus y, 2y plus x. X and y are just random two variables given. That is why same logic itself, as I told, 1 plus 2 into half is 1 plus 1, 2. But still 1 plus half is 1 and half. But if it is 1 plus 2 into 1, that is 3. And 1 plus 1 is 2 is integer. So x plus y can be integer or cannot be integer according to the x and y you are considering. So statement 2 alone also is not enough. Now you have to check whether both the statement together is enough or not. I will show you example. If x is 1 and y is 1, 3. That means 1 plus 2 into 1, 3. In those cases, x plus y will be 1 plus 1, 2 itself, integer, using both the condition. But what if I am taking another example? Look at this example. 1 by 3. X is 1 by 3 and y is 1 by 3. 2 times 1 by 3 plus 1. 2 times 1 by 3 plus 1 is what? 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3, 1, integer. But does that guarantee x and y as integer? No. X plus y is also not integer. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. Similarly, x plus 2y also substitute the same thing. 1 by 3 plus 2 times 1 by 3 means 2 by 3. That is 1, but still x and y are not integers and x plus y is also not integer. That means x plus y being integer, possible or not possible, from these two statements you cannot conclude. I mean, which is the unique value. That is why answer will be, question cannot be answered even by using both the statements together. Option D. This question again is an interesting question, monetary problem related. A person buys 3 articles PQR for 50. So P rupees, Q rupee, R rupee be the price of these three articles. That sum is 50. And Q article value is already given 16. So substituting 16, you can simplify the equation as P plus R is equal to 16 taken to the other side, 34. P plus R is 34 means there are many possibilities for P plus R. Na? 17 plus 17 is 34. 16 plus 18 is 34. 15 plus 19 is 34 and many other possibilities, or infinitely many possibilities we can say. What is the price of article P? So from this information alone we cannot find the value of P uniquely. So let us check statement 1 is enough. Cost of P is not more than R. Not more than R means P is less than or equal to R. Equal to is also possible, but not more than. It can be less also. Less means that have many possibility. Na? Say 16 and 18 is 34. 16 and 18 sum is 34. And okay, one more thing. Q value is least. This is also important. Q is 16, which is the least. So 16 and 18 cannot be considered. Cannot be considered. 17 plus 17 can be considered. 16 plus 18, what is the problem? Is the least means only one least is there. Q is the least. Other two values should be greater than 16 for sure. So 16 and 18 cannot be considered according to this data. But 17 plus 17 is 34. Now some of you can misunderstand and say statement 1 is alone is enough. Thinking that other than 17, what values are possible? Possible, because the question didn't say that the value should be natural number. What if it is 16.5? That is 16 rupee 50 paise and 17 rupee 50 paise. The sum is 34, na? Yeah, in real also 50 paise possible, na? We don't transact in liquid money as 50 paise, but in online transaction, like when you are doing Paytm or Google to someone, fraction money can also be there, na? If you are ordering something after adding tax, that can be a fraction. Or paying EMI, it can be in a fraction value also. So definitely it is possible. So 16.5, 17.5 is possible. Not only 0.5, it can be 16.25, 17.75. Sum is 34. Many other possibilities, 16.1, 17.9. All are possible. That means from statement 1 alone you cannot find which is the value. Statement 1 alone is not enough. So P less than or equal to R is what statement 1 says. What is statement 2 saying? Cost of R is not more than P. R is not more than P means R value is less than or equal to P, not more than. So it can be less or equal. That means statement 2 alone is it enough to finish the question? Same problem. 17 is possible. Instead of 16.5, 17.5, it can be 17.5, 16.5. If R less than or equal to P. Similarly, 17.75, 16.25 and many such examples. 17 and 17 is also possible. These all will add up to 34. So statement 2 alone also will not give you unique value. All these are possible. All these are means infinitely many possibility. So question can be answered by using either statement alone. Option B is wrong clearly. Now using both the statement together. Combining these two statements, what is the meaning? P less than or equal to R, R less than or equal to P. Satisfying both means only possibility is equal to. P equal to R is the only possibility. P equal to R. Because P equal to R is the only case where less than or equal to R is also satisfied. R less than or equal to P is also satisfied. Practically also think, if I say the money I have is less than or equal to the money you have, and you are saying the money you have is less than or equal to, or money that you are also quoting the money I have is less than or equal to your money. That means both of us have the same amount of money with us, na? Just to give a practical idea. That means P equal to R is the only possibility. That means 17 and 17 should be P and R value. 17 and 17, only for that case, these two statements will be correct. That means you can find the value of P, which is 17. That means question can be answered by using both the statements together, but cannot be answered using either statement alone. Option C is the answer. Next question. Question says, has P scored more marks, PQRST appeared in a test, has P scored more marks than Q? P value greater than Q value or not? That is what the question is asking. Statement 1, sum of marks scored by P and Q is equal to sum of marks scored by R and S. That means P plus Q is equal to R plus S. P plus Q is equal to R plus S. That is what the question says, or statement says. From this, can you say P scored more marks than Q? No, many possibility for this is there. Na? For example, 1 mark, 2 mark, 2 mark, 1 mark. In that case, 1 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 1. But it can be 2 mark, 1 mark, 2 mark, 1 mark also. That is also 3 equal to 3. Here P is greater than Q. P is less than Q here. Here P is greater than Q also. So P scored more mark than Q. Just the statement 1 is not enough. Statement 2. Sum of marks scored by P plus S, P and S, P plus S is more than, greater than sum of marks scored by Q and R. So here mathematically solving it will take a lot of time. You can solve it, but I will not recommend that in exam hall. What I will suggest you is, you try to take examples like I showed you here. Statement 2 satisfying examples you take. For example, and keeping in mind that from that example, can you say P greater than Q is also possible, P less than Q is also possible, means statement 2 alone is not enough. So let us try that. For example, 3 plus 1, 4 is greater than 2 plus 1, 3. So that is greater than is satisfied. Na? From that, we are getting P is greater than Q. Now let us check. P is less than Q is also can be possible or not from this. P is less than Q can also be possible or not. Say this is 1 plus 3, 4 greater than 2 plus 1. 4 is greater than 3. Na? Here P is less than Q. P is this, Q is this. So 1 is less than 2. Here 3 is greater than 2. So P has got more marks than Q. From statement alone, statement 2 alone, that is not enough. So option B is eliminated here also. Question can be answered by using either statement alone is totally wrong. So now both the statement together. Okay, we will try 3, 2, 1, 4. Let P, Q, R, S be 3, 2, 1, 4. Because 3 plus 2 is equal to 1 plus 4. Statement 1 is satisfied. Statement 2, P and S together. 3 plus 4 is greater than 2 plus 1. R and S, Q and R together. P and S together, you compare, that is also satisfied. In this case, what you are getting? P greater than Q. Na? P greater than Q is satisfied. But in all those cases, P greater than Q is true or not, that is the question. So we will try to edit this 3 and 2 to 2 and 3. If I make it 2 and 3, what will happen? 2 here and 3 here and 1 and 4 here. Still, P plus S, 2 plus 4 is greater than 3 plus 1. So statement 2 is satisfied. Statement 1 is definitely satisfied because 2 plus 3 and 3 plus 2 are same. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus 4. So in this case, P is less than Q. In this case, P is more than Q. In this case. That means if you use both the statement together also, you cannot uniquely say whether P is more than Q or not. It can be more than also, it can be less than also. So the answer is, the question cannot be answered even by using both the statements together. So the next question. So age related problem, but number system related idea is needed here also. In one of the previous question, I already mentioned this idea. A 2-digit number can be written as 10a plus b if a, b are the digits. So age of P and Q is less than 100 and more than 10. That means it is between 10 and 100. If you interchange the digits of age of P, the number represents age of Q. That means if AB is P, BA will be Q. Or in number system, we can say this is 10A plus B and this is 10B plus A. P and Q are 10A plus B and 10B plus A respectively. Question is asking what is the difference of their ages. Difference of their ages means 10A plus B minus 10B plus A. Na? P and Q difference of age. But to find that, A and B are unknown, so definitely we need more information. Statement 1 information is enough or not. Age of P is greater than that of Q. 10A plus B is greater than 10B plus A. That is not giving you any information or value about A and B. So let's go to statement 2. Sum of their ages. That means 10A plus B plus 10B plus A is equal to 11 by 6 times their difference. That is 10A plus B minus 10B plus A, means minus opening up the brackets 10B minus 1A. Now when you simplify this, 10A plus 1A, that is 99, 11A plus 11B, taking 11 common. I'm skipping the steps. You can do that in our previous videos on number system. The same situation was analyzed many times. So those of you are new to these kinds of simplification, go through that. You will get proper clarity. Basic arithmetic only. So 9A will be common. Now this 11 and 11 cancels. This 9 and 6 will cancel. So A plus B is equal to 9 and 6 cancels. 9 you can take common outside. So 3 by 2 times A minus B. Cross multiplying, you will get 2 times A plus B. That is 2A plus 2B is equal to 3 times A minus B. That is 3A minus 3B. Taking like terms together. A is equal to 5B you will get when you simplify. A value, that means the tens place of P will be 5 times the unit place of P. And for Q, the vice versa. So that is a relevant information to find the answer, na? Because A value should be 5 times B, means if B is 1, A will be 5 into 1, 5. 5 into 1 means the 2-digit number will be 51. 2-digit number will be 51. And the reverse of that will be 15. From that you can easily find the difference as 51 minus 15, 36. Now some of you may be thinking, why can't it be 2? Then 5 into 2 is 10. That is not a digit, that is a number. It should be a digit, na? A and B are digits. Moreover, if you consider that 10 and B will be what? B will be 2. 1 or 2, that is above 100 also. Question says that the age should be between 10 and 100. By that logic also we can say it is not possible for B to be anything more than 1. That is why we can say that only possibility will be 51 and 15 and the difference is 36. So statement 2 alone is enough, but actually statement 1 being there in the question is creates a little ambiguity. Here age of P is greater than age of Q is mentioned, na? That means P is greater value, bigger value. So that 51 can only be considered. If otherwise, some people can think that what if it is 15 being P? That is possible. And Q being 51. Because Q can be AB and P can be BA also. So in that case, still 15 and 51 difference is 36 only, na? It is not negative difference. When we say difference in ages, practically age difference can be positive difference only. But it is, in my opinion, it is actually this sentence given by UPSC is a slight chance of ambiguity is there. When UPSC publishes the key, if there is a surprising option, the reason is they have considered this negative difference also, but that should not be the case. Normally age difference, positive difference only we consider. According to that idea, the answer should only be statement 2 alone is enough to answer, statement 1 is not sufficient to answer. So which option says so? Question can be answered by using one of the statements alone, but cannot be answered using the other statement alone. That means question can be answered using statement 2 alone, but cannot be answered using statement 1 alone. That should be the best choice in these 4 options. So option A is the correct answer. So that are the different questions in quantitative aptitude. Hope all of you understood all the question. There were 40 questions from quantitative aptitude and 13 questions from reasoning. Reasoning questions you will see in the remaining part of the video. So go through that also. Total 53 questions, all quantitative aptitude and reasoning questions we are covering in this series. So hope this almost about 3.5 hours of content we have uploaded on the single question paper. Like to hear from you whether this was useful for you. Cubes and dices chapter question. Simple question. If you can visualize the cubes and dice idea if you can visualize the cubes and dice idea. Okay, I'll start explaining what is the least number of cuts needed to cut a cube into 64 identical pieces. Okay, I'll start explaining. So what is with this visual, I think it should be very clear. 64 identical pieces means 4 into 4 into 4, 64. 4 into 4 into 4, 64 pieces. Matlab, every row, every column and every depth should be 4 slices each. To make 4 slices, 3 cut is enough. Yeah, if you take a bread also, take a bread. To get 2 slices, do you need 2 cuts? No, 1 cut is needed. 3 slices means 2 cut is enough. 4 slices means 3 cut is enough. Same way, 4 slices means 3 cut is enough. N minus 1 cut is enough. Whether it is through this x-axis or y-axis or through z-axis, it is 3 cut only needed. So 3 cut here, 3 cut here, 3 cut here. Total number of cut will be 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. This is the logic. No need to by heart the formula or anything. Just visualizing this is enough. For your extra learning, look at this 2 by 2 by 2 case, 4 by 4 by 4 case, 3 by 3 by 3 case also. 3 by 3 by 3 case means 2 cut here, 2 cut here, 2 cut here. So 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 it will be. So mathematically speaking, n by n system means number of cuts needed will be n minus 1 plus n minus 1 plus n minus 1 or 3 times n minus 1. So hope that question is clear, and more theory about cubes and dices we have discussed already in these flashcards. Check the previous lectures, those of you want to learn more. Okay, this time UPSC CSAT maximum questions was from one single topic, I mean reasoning questions. Coding and decoding. Quantitative aptitude number system was the topic from which maximum questions was there. Quantitative aptitude, tomorrow we will discuss the quantitative aptitude topics, tomorrow 8:30 p.m. So this is the coding decoding first question. Coding decoding based on mathematical operation. That is why it is not strictly a reasoning topic, because बॉट मास रूल का आइडिया भी इन्वॉल्व है इसमें. क्या 2-3 क्वेश्चंस में बॉट मास रूल का आइडियाज इन्वॉल्व था in 2024 paper. Try this all of you. So here instead of star we need to find that operation which will give you our desired result. What is the desired result? Smallest non-negative value. Non-negative means positive भी हो सकता है, zero भी हो सकता है. It can be positive also, it can be zero also. So here, yeah, this is a very interesting question, because if you are not analyzing it properly, there are chances that you can get it wrong. So due to lack of time, I will start explaining. Question is saying that you can choose plus minus multiplication and plus minus multiplication each at most 2 times. Each at most 2 times only. Star should be plus minus multiplication. At most means maximum 2 times. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 2 बार. मतलब 2 times भी okay है, 1 time भी okay है, 0 time भी okay है. 2 times is okay, 1 time is okay, 0 time is also okay. So here smallest means we have to minimize it. Minimize it means there are many ways. For example, if I take 2 multiplication, 5 into 4 into 3, and then 2 addition, will it be minimum? That will be very huge number, na? 5 into 4, 20, 20 into 3, 26, plus 2 plus 1, 26 plus 3, so 29. That is not minimum at all. The options are very small number. Na? So likewise, you have to choose. You have to trial and error. Definitely multiplication will increase the number only. Addition and subtraction are the better operations here. Yeah, subtraction is the best operation, but at most 2 times only, so you cannot subtract it minus, minus, minus. So 5 minus 4 minus 3, what it will be? 5 minus 4 minus 1, 1 minus 3 minus 2. Minus 2, but now you have used minus maximum number of times. You cannot use minus anymore, at most 2 times. So let us try plus now. If you do plus here, 5 minus 4 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Now, there is a common mistake that can be made by students. They will think multiplication say be better in a plus, because plus normally gives you smaller value. So plus 1 will make it total value 1, and chances are there you can choose C, which is totally wrong. Plus 1 is possible. This possibility is totally valid. Minus, minus, plus, plus. But minimum possible pucha hai na. Minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Only for multiplication, 0 into something is 0 na. 0 into something. So instead of plus, take multiplication here. Then it will be 0 final answer. 0 is less than 1. So minimum is 0. So option D is the answer. I will explain it once more. Those of you have doubt. 5 minus 4 minus 3 plus 2 into 2. Sorry, into 1. This star is minus. This star plus, and this star, let it be multiplication. Then according to board mass, this should be done first. Multiplication should be done first. That is 2. And 5 minus 4 minus 3 plus 2. 5 minus 4 minus 3 plus 2. 5 minus 4 minus 3 plus 2 means, yeah, addition and subtraction, if you start from the left also, whichever operation first if you do also, there is no problem. So 5 minus 4 plus 1 minus 3 plus 2. 1 minus 3 minus 2 plus 2, 0. So 0 is the answer. 0 is possible, so 1, 2, 3 possible or not, that is not a worry at all, because 0 is smaller than those numbers. A very interesting question. Coding, decoding and board mass rule both are needed here. So next question. This I have taught in the class. UPSC aspirants, I have taught you in the full length program how to do these questions very easily. And in the 30 minutes lecture series also we have discussed this. So try this 30 minutes, all of you try. Not 30 minutes, 30 seconds, all of you try. Okay, so I'll explain. So these kind of question, the simple trick to do this question is, first count the number of characters including the blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now factorize 20. When you factorize 20, 1 into 20 is 20, 4 into 5 is 20, 2 into 10 is also 20. In this, 1, 2, 10, 20, these are not possible. Why factorize? We want to know the pattern is occurring in groups of 4 or groups of 5, etc. That we need to understand. So that is why we are factorizing it. Because, for example, 4, 5 means 4 characters, 5 group you can form like this. That is the meaning of it. or 5-4 means 5 characters, 4 groups you can form. But 2 character 10 groups, that normally will not be possible, or that will not be asked as a pattern. And 1 character 20 groups also is impossible, because that is not a group. That is why from this 20 we understand that the possible cases are 4 element group or 5 element group only. Now we have a clarity what to check. Now you have to substitute each option. You have to substitute each option. Option A substitute किया तो क्या मिलेगा? B A D C blank पे substitute किया तो A B B C D A B B C D A B C D D A B C C D in groups of 4. That is not a pattern. A B B C D A B B C D, that is okay. But A B C D D, A B B C D A B B C D means again A B B C D should be repeated, na? And again A B C C D, that is not a consistent pattern. So that also can be eliminated. That means groups of 4, groups of 5, दोनों pattern eliminated है. So option A answer नहीं है. Same way option B, option C try करिए. I will just directly go to the correct answer. Option C substitute किया तो AACD substitute कर सकता है. When you substitute that in groups of 5, you can see AABCD. Listen to the pattern. It is very easy when you listen to the pattern. AABCD, ABBCD, ABCCD, ABCDD. That means ABCD, one letter is doubled. First A is doubled, then B is doubled, then C is doubled, then D is doubled. That is a pattern. Here A is doubled, here B is doubled, here C is doubled, here D is doubled. That is a consistent pattern. It was a very same question we have discussed in the class earlier, because another PYQ was very similar to this question. The pattern itself was very similar. So direct question which we discussed in the class repeated in UPSC CSAT 2024. And distance and direction, 2 questions were asked this time. Distance and direction. So try this question all of you. And this is a common question for almost all competitive exams, this kind of question. Other aspirants also, please practice these kinds of questions. This is a common question. Try this 30 seconds or 1 minute. Try it and answer it in the chat. Okay, so I'll explain. The person walks 100 meters straight from his house, turns left and walks 100 meters, again turns left and walks 300 meters, then turns right and walks 100 meters to reach his office. In which direction does he walk initially from his house? The initial direction is not mentioned in the question. If his office is exactly in the northeast direction, yeah, I have told many times, you should be clear about these 4 directions also. North, south, east, west, and also northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. These 4 directions also you should be very clear. So finally he is in the northeast. That means if this is north, this is east, this is northeast. So this question, one way is you can do substitution of each option. I will just show you with the correct option. But the problem with substitution is you have to substitute multiple times. Na? Here third option means 3 times you have to substitute. That is little time consuming. Otherwise another option is backward induction method. I have told many times you should be flexible with the different approaches. These shortcut approaches we have discussed in the class already. The different shortcut approaches which you can do questions faster. So backward induction method will help you in many questions. Analyze a question in backward order to reach the answer instead of forward order. Especially when initial values or initial data is not given and final data is properly given, backward induction will help you. First, I will show you with elimination with the correct option. South is the correct answer. Because if we start with the south direction, south is the answer means he is initially starting in the south direction. So a person walks 100 meters straight south. South means this direction, na? 100 meter. Turns left. Yeah, I have told you the trick how to avoid the confusion of left and right. Turn the paper and check, then it is easy. Upside down, so the right and left you have to consider in the reverse order. I mean upright right will be upside down left. So this is the left. Turns left and walks 100 meter. Again 100 meter. So this was 100 meter. This is again 100 meter. Again turns left. This is left direction and walks 300 meter. Walks 300 meter. So 100 plus 100 plus 100. So you can proportionately draw something like this. Then turns right. This is right clearly. This is right clearly. And walk 100 meter. 100 meter to reach the office. So this is the office we can say. Now, is it matching with the data that northeast is the final direction? Yes, clearly this is northeast. Na? From his house, this is clearly northeast. How to know that? This is house. This is east, this is north. In between is northeast. So office is clearly northeast direction. When it is south. When the starting direction was south, this is correct. Now as I told, this is how you can do with elimination, but you have to try A and B, then only you can reach C normally. Na? That is why I told you what you can do is backward induction method you can think. I will just briefly mention the second approach of doing this question. Backward induction means start from here. Northeast means start from a random point. That point how you reached after walking 100 meter straight. That means northeast 100 meter straight means like this. Like this. Now that is after turning right. So after turning right means from this direction if you turn right only this will be correct. Because if you turn from the top, right is this. So that is not matching with the picture or that is not matching with the data. Then that was after 300 meter walk. So this line should be 300 meter. That is again after turning left. So from this direction if you turn left only, it will match. And then after turning left walking 100 meter. So this direction only turning left. Again, this is the backward induction idea. Check out my previous lectures on shortcut methods where I have explained more about backward induction and other methods. So if elimination is time consuming, the better method was backward induction. But if backward induction is confusing, go for elimination. That is what I will suggest you. Anyway, option C is the correct answer. One more distance and direction question in the same question paper. So try this. 1 minute to try and answer the question in the chat, all of you. Because if you are watching this as a recording, comment it and do let me know whether those of you are UPSC aspirants, our previous videos, if it helped you in exam, do let us know. And the flashcards also, do let me know whether you were able to revise with flashcards. That all quantitative aptitude topics also we will cover tomorrow 8:30 PM YouTube. Try this all. Okay. Many of you got an answer. Very good. Here angle is also involved. A person walks 100 meter westward in the west direction. So this is west direction, 100 meter. Then turns left. Then turns left means this is the left direction. And walks 100 meter again. He then takes 225-degree turn clockwise. I told in pattern recognition chapter, clockwise, anti-clockwise, angle movement, these are very important. Yeah, in a coding decoding question, this time it was important. So this rotation clockwise, anti-clockwise, and the angle in which you are rotating, that you should be clear. So in this question, 225-degree. 225 is 180 degree plus 45 degree ना, ऐसा सोच सकता है. 180 degree means एक U-turn, straight line angle है 180 degree, straight line angle. So 225 means 180. So this is the direction. So clockwise means this is clockwise. So from this clockwise direction means it will be something like this. 180 degree will be like this, and then clockwise direction, one second. Okay. 180 degree means this, and then 45 degree more. So something like this. Something like this. So just think like this. The direction is like this. 180 degree means this, and then 45 degree more. That will make 225 degree. That will make 225 degree. In which direction he is walking now? In which direction he is walking now? So this direction will be clearly northeast now, because this is north, this is east. So northeast direction. So option D, northeast is the answer. Please respond, is this clear or not? If there is any doubts, please mention in the comments or in the chat. We will answer you. So that was option D. Then try the next question. This time statement and conclusion type questions were asked. 2 questions. So statement and conclusion type question. Very simple only. It is similar to comprehension but easier than comprehension actually. Try it all of you. Okay, due to lack of time, I will start explaining. A statement is given followed by 2 conclusions numbered 1 and 2. Consider the statements and the conclusions. Statement is India is world's largest producer of milk. Each keyword is very important. Producer likha hai. From that, can you conclude India is world's largest exporter of milk? Yeah, from the statement only, not your common knowledge or anything. From the statement only you should conclude this. Largest producer मतलब largest exporter होना जरूरी नहीं है. It is not necessary ना. Maybe Indians are using milk more and not exporting much. That is also possible. Or maybe it is exporter, largest exporter, but there is no evidence to conclude this. So conclusion 1 cannot be followed or cannot be concluded. Conclusion 2, India does not import milk. That also we don't know. Maybe some people like a particular variety of milk and there is import of that variety of milk more. Does not import means, yeah, don't think that largest producers are no need to import. There can be other factors also na, for importing milk. So conclusion 2 also, from logically you cannot conclude it. So neither 1 nor 2 is the correct answer. Yeah, just logic, no need of any theory or any previous knowledge. So another question of statement type itself. Try this. There were 13 questions asked in this question paper from reasoning section. All the 13 questions we are discussing in this. The answers? Okay, I'll explain. Correct answer should be option C. The main statement is followed by 4 statements labeled PQRS. Choose the ordered pair of the statements where the first statement implies a second. Implies means first statement leads to the second. And the 2 statements are logically consistent with the main statement. That means it should not contradict the main statement. So likewise, main statement is this. Pradeep becomes either director or a producer. Either director or producer. That means he is not becoming something else other than producer or director. At least exactly one of director or producer, that is what Pradeep is becoming. So that is a main statement. Statement P, is it contradicting main statement? Let us check. Pradeep is a director, that is not a contradiction. Pradeep is a producer, that is also not a contradiction. Pradeep is not a director is not a contradiction because Pradeep being producer is okay. Pradeep is not a producer is also not directly a contradiction because Pradeep director hai to producer nahi hai to bhi problem nahi hai. Okay, so that are the statements. Now let us check each cases. SP. SP means S implies P. S implies P. Let us check whether it is correct. S is what? Pradeep is not a producer. Yeah, Pradeep not producer hai to confirm Pradeep director hona chahiye. Because otherwise the main statement will be contradicted. Pradeep should be exactly one of director or producer. Na? So producer not possible means director should be. Pradeep should be the director. That means SP is totally possible. Now RQ, is it possible? Because SP and RQ wala option B hai. There is an option with SP and RQ. RQ means R implies Q. What is R? Pradeep is not a director. Not a director means definitely producer hona chahiye. Because exactly one of director or producer. Director nahi means producer. So RQ bhi sahi hai. So option C should be the correct answer. Both SP and RQ. So hope that is clear. Now another coding decoding question with mathematical operations. Here also BODMAS rule is applicable. This is very straightforward compared to the previous question we discussed. This question, they have defined the symbols. There we have to define what symbol to put to get the minimum value. Here try it. The same type question was asked earlier and we have discussed in the class also. Those of you are new, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you will get all the updates of our upcoming free initiatives and the free study materials we provide. More study materials are available in our mobile application Christy's Classes. You can download it from Play Store. Okay, I'll start explaining. Plus means minus, minus means multiplication, multiplication means division, division means addition. That is how the coding is done. That means 10 plus 30 means it is actually 10 minus 30 because this symbol means the normal subtraction that we use. And minus means what? Minus means multiplication. So 30 minus 100 means 30 into 100. And this multiplication means division, normal division. So divided by 50. And division means plus. So plus 25. So this is actually the correct expression after the decoding is done. So now you have to use BODMAS rule. BODMAS rule says multiplication and division should be done first. Yeah, some people have confusion. Multiplication first करने के बाद division करना है या vice versa. There is no rule. You can do division first and then multiplication. Multiplication first and division then. That is same. एंड सिमिलरली एडिशन के बाद सब्ट्रैक्शन, सब्ट्रैक्शन के बाद एडिशन, दोनों सेम है. But multiplication division, that group have preference over addition subtraction group. That is how board mass should be understood. That is why when I say board mass or when I teach board mass, I normally write this as in bracket DM, in bracket AS. So division multiplication have a preference over addition subtraction. Among division multiplication, whichever you do first, that does not change the answer. Among addition subtraction, which you do first, that also won't change answer. But if you change the order of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, answer will be wrong. So here, division multiplication you do first. That is this part. 30 into 100 divided by 50. 100 by 50 karna easier hai na? So that you do first. 2. 30 into 2. 60. Or if you do 3000 divided by 50 also, that is 60. Now, what is it? 10 minus 60 plus 25. If you do first subtraction, then addition, then first addition, then subtraction, that is same. The first subtraction minus 50 plus 25 is minus 25. But let me tell you a problem that can occur. Some people understanding board mass rule wrongly, addition first. So they will do 60 plus 25 first, 85. Then do 10 minus 85. 10 minus 85 is minus 75. That is totally wrong answer. Because this is not 60. If you are doing that way, you should do minus 60 plus 25. And if you do that, that is same answer itself. Minus 60 plus 25 is what? Minus 45. 10 minus 45. Sorry. Minus 45. Minus 35. Sorry. Minus 35. 10 minus 35 is 20, minus 25 itself. Answer will be same. That's why I told you addition, then subtraction, subtraction, then addition, both mean same. But addition, if you are doing, this is negative number minus 60, not positive 60. That is a mistake. Luckily that minus 75 was not there in options. Otherwise, some people may have chosen minus 75 because in school days we have rote learned many of this. Board mass rule we have rote learned that we don't, or many of us didn't completely understand it. We just by hearted board mass, a word board mass. But anyway, minus 25 is clear, I guess. Next question, little time consuming question, but doable only. Ranking and ordering ka idea hai, but in a different way they have asked. Ranking and ordering chapter we have discussed. So try this carefully, all of you. I'll give you 1 minute. Try it and answer in the chat. Here also, coding, decoding, first you have to do, then you have to do the ranking ordering. A hybrid question we can say. First the coding they have done. What is STPQR? Let me check manually. I'll try to zoom it. I hope it is more legible now. Okay, I'll start explaining. So question says P means greater, Q means lesser, R means not greater, S means not lesser, and T means equal to. So I have just substituted that. 2x not less than 3y means 2x is greater than or equal to 3y, we can write na, in mathematical notation. 2x is greater than or equal to 3y, or in visual we can say either 2x is greater than 3y or 2x should be the same level as 3y. Like this you can represent it. Okay, anyway, and 3x equal to 4z. 3x and 4z are equal. 3x equal to 4z. From that, can you say 9y, what is P? P is greater than. 9y greater than 8z. 9y greater than 8z means 8z should be less than 9y. 9y greater than 8z means 8z should be less than 9y. Na? 8z less than 9y or not? First of all, z and y should be connected. Na? The conclusion is 9y and 8z. So y and z is there. Y and z is there. So y and z should be connected means here x and y is connected, here x and z is connected. So x is the common factor. That common factor we don't want. We want z and y. We want z and y. So as 2x is greater than or equal to 3y, 3x is equal to 4z. So you can substitute it here. Na? You can substitute it here, or you can do one thing. You can make both of them same x itself so that x can be cancelled. How to do that? Like in linear equation you do. That's why I told you this is not a pure reasoning question. Math ka, quant ka ideas be involved. So into 3 you can do to make it 6x, and into 2 you can do to make it 6x. Then what you will be getting? You will be getting 6x greater than or equal to 9y and 6x equal to 8z. Now both are 6x. Now you can substitute this 8z here. That will make 8z greater than or equal to 9y. 8z greater than or equal to 9y means you can say 9y less than or equal to 8z. A greater than B means B less than A. Same way. So that is why 9y less than or equal to 8z. But what is the claim? P is what? P means greater than. That means 9y greater than 8z. Can you conclude that? No. 9y is less than or equal to 8z. That is the conclusion. So first statement is wrong because this conclusion you cannot reach. Yes, Pankaj, examples also you can try. I am now telling in generalized way. So first statement is wrong. Second statement, let us check the same way. X, what is Q? Q means less than. X less than 2y. Y, R is not greater than. Not greater than means less than or equal to. Equal to be okay hai. Y less than or equal to z. Y less than or equal to z. From that, can you say x less than or equal to z or not? X less than or equal to z or not? So here 2y, here y. So make it 2y. Then it will be easy to compare. 2y less than or equal to 2z. 2y less than or equal to 2z. So now x is less than 2y. So you can write here x less than 2y less than or equal to 2z. So from that, can you say x less than or equal to 2z? Yeah, x less than or equal to 2z we can say, because x is less than 2y and that 2y is less than or equal to 2z. So x less than 2z we can say, but we cannot conclude whether x is less than z from the given data. That we cannot say, because that depends upon the value. Na? That is why second statement is also wrong. Or if you are confused why it is wrong, I will tell you two counter examples. Example 1. Yeah, let me try to create a good example. Let x be 1 and y be 2. Y be 1. X is 1, so y be 1. So 2y is 2. So 1 less than 2 less than or equal to 4. 2z is 4 or 8. That means here x is 1, y is 1 and z is 4. Here clearly x is less than z. So it is satisfying this. But what if we take another situation where x is 1, y is 1 itself, but z is also 1. Okay, let me check that once more. Let us take x is 2, y is 2. That means 2y will be 4. 2y will be 4. Or y is 1.5. That will work. X is 2, y is 1.5. Then 2y will be 3. So 2 is less than 3 is satisfied. 2 is less than 3 is satisfied. And let z also be 1.5. Because 3 less than or equal to 3 is satisfied. No? So this counter example you take. In this case, x is not less than or equal to z. X is more than z. Here x is less than z. Here x is not less than z. So we cannot conclude in general whether x is always less than or equal to z. Yeah, as I told, it's not a simple reasoning question. ये एक हाइब्रिड क्वेश्चन है. इनइक्वालिटी का आइडिया भी है, कोडिंग डिकोडिंग का आइडिया भी है, रैंकिंग ऑर्डरिंग का आइडिया भी है. So if number of terms were less, just simple ranking ordering by arranging 2-3 numbers was enough. But here it is not that simple. That is why neither 1 nor 2 is the correct answer. Option D, neither 1 nor 2. All of you understood this? Then this was a coding decoding question, very simple question. We have discussed this type of question already in the class. I don't know how many of you remember. I told you about alphabetical order of letters that can be manipulated in whatever way. Na? Here I have given the example of addition. In this question, instead of addition, it is multiplication. That is a clue I can give you. So answer the question fast. Those of you tried, or those of you haven't tried, try it now. Those of you are live or recorded, watching the live lecture or recorded, if you are feeling this session is useful, do hit the like button. That will help YouTube to suggest this video to more people, and also share it among your friends in your WhatsApp group, Telegram groups, or anywhere where students are asking for answer key or solutions of these questions, or practice material for the next exam also. This can be used. So do let others know. Then I will also be able to invest more time on these free initiatives. My paid courses you can find always in our mobile application, but free initiatives also I am trying to add as much as possible. That is why support these free initiatives if you feel that the quality of the content is good and useful for your friends also. Okay, so I will start explaining here. In a certain code, ABCD is written as 24. I have told you here the EJOT code will help you. Here ABCD you already know the order 1, 2, 3, 4. So convert it into numbers, then it is easy. According to English alphabet, ABCD is 1, 2, 3, 4. Na? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, how it is written as 24? It is, look at this, 1 into 2, 3 into 4. 1 into 2, 3 into 4. That means 2 into 12. That is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. I have given the example here of addition. Na? That time itself I told you not only addition, other arithmetic can also be possible. Same thing was asked here. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 was asked. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 means 4 factorial is 24. Na? And EFGH, according to alphabetical order, this is 5th letter, 6th letter, 7th letter, 8th letter. So 5 into 6 into 7 into 8. 5 into 6 into 7 into 8. 30 into 56. 30 into 56 is clearly 1680. So that is also satisfying. So we are confirmed that IJKL you have to multiply the place values in alphabetic order. IJKL, I is 9th letter, J is 10th letter, K is 11th letter, L is 12th letter. Multiply them. 9 into 10 into 11 into 12. The mental math I have taught you or the Vedic math I have taught you can be helpful here. 12 into 11, how to multiply with 11? Sandwich the sum of digits in between the digits. 132. 132 into 90. 132 into 90 means 132 into 9 will be 132 into 10, 1320 minus 132, 1188 and a 0. So 1180, 11880. So try it yourself if you have doubt. So the idea is very simple. Place values you are multiplying to get the value written. Next coding decoding question. Coding decoding is the chapter from which 5 questions were asked this time. Try this. This also we have discussed in the class itself, the same coding, but one extra thing is added here. That's the only thing. Okay, I'll start explaining. Pot, reverse order is top. Trap, reverse order is part. Reverse order coding, we have discussed that. That was the first example I have told you. A, B, C, D, E, F written as F, E, D, C, B, A. So here also it is reverse order, but they have added a letter A to confuse you. A letter A extra, because that A itself will confuse us. Because here 3 letter, here 4 letter, 4 letter, 5 letter. But you have to observe it properly. Pot, top, trap, part. So arena, reverse order will be anera, A-N-E-R-A. But an A should be prefixed. An A should be prefixed. This is reverse order, a prefixing an A. So A-A-N-E-R-A, A-A-N-E-R-A, option D is the answer. Comparatively easy question, but in exam hall this is enough to confuse. Presence of mind is the key in these kinds of question. No other theory, no other shortcut is needed. Yeah, by practice you get that confidence that okay, these are the things I can check, or these are the things I will trial and error to find the coding. So series formation question, we have discussed this type multiple times in previous lectures. New students, all these topics we have covered in many lectures, and complete playlist also available in the description of the video. You can find it. Okay, I'll start explaining. It's 3-tier sequence. 2-tier sequence you can see here. 2-tier sequence means difference follows a pattern. 3-tier sequence means difference of difference follows a pattern. Difference of difference means, look at this, 3 and 14 difference is 11. 14 and 39 difference is 25. 39 and 84 difference is 45. This one and this one, there is a missing term. We cannot write it. But 11, 25, 45 is not any pattern. But if you take the difference of 11, 25, 45, you can get a pattern. This is 14 difference, this is 20 difference. I agree that they should have given one more pair so that we can easily identify the sequence. But here 2 pair only there. So you have to trial and error whether it is 3-tier sequence. That way only you can find it. 14, 20 means 14 and 26 difference. The 20 and 26 is 6 difference. That means 45 plus 26. 11 plus 14 is 25. 25 plus 20 is 45. 45 plus 26. 45 plus 26. 71 should be the difference of these successive terms. That means 84 plus 71. 84 plus 71, 155. Let us check whether that is matching the next pair also. By this logic, 155 and 158 difference is 103, na? 14, 20, 26, 6 difference, 1 more 6 difference means 32. 71 plus 32 is exactly 103, and 155 plus 103 is clearly 258. Complicated, but this is how to do it. So 155 is the answer. As I told, if one more term was given before the star, we could have analyzed it and understood it properly. Because in exam hall, as I told, this is also enough to confuse us what kind of sequence it is. That's why when I taught you sequence or series chapter also, I told you practice as much as you can. Because from the pool of infinity many sequence, any question or any type can be asked. So the next question, try this question, another coding decoding question, but numbers idea is also involved. Interesting question, try it all of you. Okay, due to lack of time, I will start explaining. I need to complete this session in 1 hour, so start explaining. I know some of you need more time to try if you haven't seen this question before, but you can pause the video and try it later also. So anyway, r plus s plus 3 is t. That is one data given, na? And PQRST should be selected from 4, 5, 10, 12, 15. So starting from this equation, it is easier. Sandhya, this lecture is mainly in English, but I will try to add Hindi also. In case doubt is there, I will repeat that part. So t is equal to r plus s plus 3. T is equal to r plus s plus 3 means one number, another number plus 3 is t. Trial and error from these 5 numbers, which numbers will satisfy that? So t should be a bigger number because all these are positive numbers. All these are positive numbers. So 15 bigger number है. 15 के लिए 4 plus 5 9 plus 3 15 नहीं है. 4 plus 10 14 plus 3 15 नहीं है. 4 plus 12 6 15 से ज़्यादा है. So 15 नहीं मिलेगा. अभी 12 चेक करिए. 12 is 4 plus 5 9 plus 3. So that is satisfying. And if you check all other numbers, there is no other possibility. 10 4 plus 5 itself is 9. 9 plus 3 is not 10. And 5 4 plus something itself will be more than 4 plus 3 itself is more than 5. So the only possibility for R, S and T is 4, 5, T. But remember, R, S, whichever, both of them can be 4 or 5. That means 4 plus 5 plus 3, 5 plus 4 plus 3, both are possible. That means currently the situation is like this. R, S, T, we have selected the numbers we have selected from that is 4, 5 and 12. But R is 4 or S is 4 or R is 5 or S is 5, that we don't know. But these 3 numbers are already gone. That means remaining 2 numbers should match for the remaining 2 letters. Na? Remaining 2 numbers, remaining 2 letters means 4, 5, 12 done. So Q and T should be 10 and 12. Okay, now how to decide that? You can use this data. Q minus S is 2S. Q minus S 2S means taking 2S to the other side. Sorry, S to the other side. Q is equal to 3S. That means S का 3 गुना होना चाहिए Q. Q should be 3 times of S. Q should be 3 times of S. Q should be 3 times of S means from this data, which all numbers is 3 times of another number. You can see 2 pairs. 15 is 3 times of 5. That is a pair. 12 is 3 times of 4. But 4 is already taken, 12 is already taken, so you cannot take that numbers anymore. Yeah, you can actually take 4 and 12, both you cannot take. S can be 4, S can be 4, but then Q will be 12, but 12 is not available. 12 is already taken by T. 12 is already taken by T. That means 4 and 12 possibility you don't have to consider. 5 and 15 possibility only will work. That means Q is 15 and S is 5. That is how we confirm that S should be 5 and R is 4. So now it is all clear. R is 4, S is 5, T is 12. And as S is 5, Q should be 15. And the remaining number P, remaining should be the remaining letter P should be remaining number 10. So everything you got it. You decoded it properly. Then P plus R minus T kya hoga? P plus R minus T. 10 plus 4 minus 12. BODMAS rule again. 14 minus 12, option B is the answer. Interesting question, this one. So that were the questions in reasoning. Even if these were reasoning, many of the question math was also involved, but not very complicated math. So that was the all reasoning questions asked in 2024 CSAT. So like to hear whether this session was useful for all of you. If so, do let us know in the comment section. Do share it among your friends, and also do hit the like button and stay tuned for our upcoming lectures.